channels as well? Do we look like more wrapped up than usual?
Got hoodies on and I've got a beanie on.
We could add like a snowing. If it was TikTok, we'd add a snowing emoji. Welcome everyone to the stream. Another, like Black Friday advice hotline emergency. What to do? We're chatting off stream about the pricing for this T598. It's just ridiculous. 369, but also the Moza R3
at
279 for PC. It's just redonkulous.
Yeah.
I mean, just when you break that down for 279, even if we call it 299, it's £100 for the rim. That seems pretty decent. £100 for the pedals. I don't rate them pretty decent. £100 for the bass is just absurd.
Yeah, and to be fair, all of them individually.
Yeah.
Probably more than what you just said.
Madness. Welcome HMK. Leave iRacing. I would not recommend the T598 until they fix all the issues. It's not just power issue, it's USB-C gas brake losing connection too. Let us know what that's about, because we know that THRUSTMASTER have had issues with the power supply. They say they fixed it. Is that a bit of an Achilles heel for them? What would you think if you were gifting it to someone? Or...
Well, I mean, if I bought one and then the power supply goes down, then I send it off to THRUSTMASTER and like, yeah, we'll repair this for you. We know what the issue is, we'll repair it. And then they send it back to me and it still has the same issue.
Yeah.
Then that'd completely make me rethink THRUSTMASTER, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. I would say if THRUSTMASTER wasn't coming in at the lowest price, they'd be in trouble, because you'd be like, well, why would I get the T598 over some other brand that doesn't have this known issue?
Yeah.
But because they're undercutting everyone,
they can kind of get away with it. But then it's been a known issue for 6 months?
A long time, yeah.
Maybe more?
Yeah.
So it should really be sorted by now.
Welcome, Rodman. Yeah, there we go. HMK saying, is 366 for the T598 Amazon? I think it's one of the deals of the century in sim racing.
Definitely so far, this Black Friday, that and the R3 are definitely some of the deals. Welcome,
Dan. Welcome, Sturgenio. Yeah, chat, what do we think about 366? How did 23 Hours is Older go? Well, how many quick repairs did we get between us?
Between me and you?
Yeah, I think I got 2.
We had 2 each.
So we had 4. So we had 4 out of the 6.
4 out of the team 6. Yeah. But we finished 3rd, and we're only 1 lap down on class leaders.
Yeah, it's an incredible finish. I actually recommend you go back and look at the last part of the stream.
Last 15 minutes?
Yeah, watch the last 15-20 minutes. It's insane.
But yeah, we were like 9 laps down in 9th place, and ended up 1 lap down in 3rd.
So in hindsight, if we quick repaired the first one we had, where we took 7 minutes, if we'd quick repaired it, we would have stayed in and around the lead lap. I think the Philip Ansel team they were very pacey.
Yeah.
So we could have fallen a lap behind. But then at the end, did I take the last quick repair? Yeah, no, you got a quick repair and subbed in me, right? I think. Didn't you pit on a quick repair?
I don't remember. I must have, because I took the one at the very start of my stint where I killed someone.
Did something happen at the end?
Is that when I hit the Jetta? It is for that second chicane.
Okay.
And I nailed that Jetta.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, he was going a bit slower than expected.
Yeah. So we would have had to quick repair that. Yeah. But anyway, it was a really interesting. £50,000 I think raised for charity, which is insane. Do you think Logitech will have a Black Friday? They do have a Black Friday. So after I made the video a couple of days ago, I don't know if you remember the RS50, but they had this weird situation where the bundle was more expensive than buying it separately. I think they've discounted the bundle.
They haven't raised everything else. They've bought.
No, I think they've bought.
Hopefully,
unless it was a mistake. Can anyone confirm that what the RS50 bundle is saying? Levi, I'd rather pay for an R5 bundle from Moza and buy an adapter from PlayStation. So the R5 bundle comes with SRP light pedals, and I just feel like Moza should try whatever they can to get that R5 bundle to come with load cells.
Better pedals.
Yeah.
Those pedals massively let down.
Yeah. They massively let us down. Yeah. It's not even close.
Even if they have to up the price of a bundle, just 50 quid.
And
actually get some decent.
Yeah,
pedals.
or do like an R5 Plus bundle. Russell says, "Evening guys, just set up my new RS50 and it's nuts. On GT7 I got the game Max Torque set up 4. It was so strong off 10. I used your code by the way. Thanks. Hope you got a nice discount. I run it on Max, I think, but it shows that the RS50 is no joke.
Yeah. We said it was a good. Yeah. We said it was a good wheelbase right from the very first time we used it.
Yeah. I think they must. I think they probably benchmarked on Gran Turismo, and they were like, "This is as much as you need."
We want it to work perfectly for this game.
Yeah,
We don't really overly care about anything else. It was mainly for.
I'd love to see the proportion of people that are using it. Like how
I
many
think it's going to be massively towards the Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I think it
Massively.
also looks really good, like the styling and everything. The quick release is solid.
Yep.
They just need to come out with a Formula wheel. Like, come on, Logitech.
Desperately.
Yeah.
Before Christmas, massively.
Yeah, they got the McLaren one. I don't even think that McLaren one's on sale yet. Certainly, I haven't got a review yet. And it's also not a Formula wheel at all.
Closest we got is this, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the closest
trapped.
we got
So
to a Formula wheel.
it's a width on that, completely due to the rim.
Yes.
Obviously, you could the paddles are max. The paddles can't come out anymore.
No, yeah, paddles are
Yeah.
full distance.
But that does feel wide actually. That feels nice and wide.
But it also feels like a GT3 wheel.
Yeah, that's probably too wide in the Formula one, actually. And just
Compare it to the motor.
Is that got an export? Yeah, so if you run that on a PlayStation base, just to confirm, that works on PlayStation. It's really not obvious how they've done
We'll
it.
put that back in prison.
Yeah, in wheel prison. Let's just have a look. What's going on here? HMK, I think the 10 Newton meter overshoot on the T598 makes it better than R5. That overshoot though is so small. I don't know if you remember when I was chatting with the FANATEC.
I don't know what. Explain it to me.
So
and everyone else.
so it's 5 Newton meter torque, but it temporarily can overshoot to 10.
So like a booster.
Yeah, but when I spoke with the FANATEC dude for the new Podium DD,
Yeah.
is it called Podium? Yeah, Podium DD. That also overshoots to 33, and I was like, "Oh, does it have a peak torque?" He's like, "No, it's like a few milliseconds."
Oh, really? So it's just going to be little.
Yeah,
And that's it.
so I don't. Maybe it's like curbs and stuff. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
maybe.
8-bit Alex, I have some Simpson pedals coming. Do you recommend any standalone DD base? So are you on PC or PlayStation? If you're on PC,
Any base.
RS50 standalone
Yeah.
PC, £249.
Yeah.
That's-
Even depending on your budget, R3, absolute bargain.
Or now R9 for £299. In fact, let's talk about that a second. So for someone like Alex who's getting Simpson pedals,
Yep.
so smart, what would you say base-wise, RS50 or because you're using an R9 or R9? They're both.
I have used the RS50 here. I've spent a lot more hours, obviously, on my own personal R9. So I would, through personal choice and personal use, go for the R9. There's been nothing wrong with it. I've never had an issue with it overheating or anything like that. It's always run cold. But I have used the RS50. And the RS50 is a good base. It does everything we need at the moment. But then it depends on wheel choices.
Yeah.
Really, that's the only thing holding back in my opinion, the only thing which is holding back the RS50 at the moment is the severe lack of wheels.
I would even say it's maybe not. It's more when I think Moza is so good on wheel ecosystem that the contrast is big.
Yeah.
Because Moza, you're like, I can get the KS, I can stay with the ESX, I can get FSR2, I can get a cheaper FSR.
You can get anything.
I can get the Vision GS.
You can get a lorry.
Yeah, you get the truck wheel, get the Lamborghini wheel. So it just opens up this ecosystem. But both really good choices there. HMK saying, Alex, I just recently got the Simpson pedals and I bought a Simagic Alpha. Simagic we didn't even talk about with the GT Neo, or also Conspit as well. You could get.
Yep.
Welcome to Frankie. Yeah, we're just pretty cold here. It's cold in the UK. Dan, if T598 isn't recommended, what is the next best DD wheel for PS5? I think RS50. I think RS50 and then FANATEC. We need to see what FANATEC's going to do on Black Friday sales. I believe they are going to discount the GTDD. So the GTDD is this 5 Newton meters with the round Gran Turismo wheel, non-load cell pedals for $699 and euros, I think. So for me, that needs to come down into the 500s.
Yeah, I mean, how much is the Moza R5? Oh no, it's not for PlayStation.
But the Thrustmaster in euros is 429. It's 429. Yeah, and they're both 5 Newton meters. Sturgenio, SRP with the performance ring is okay, but now I've gone CRP2, I can never go back. I completely agree. I think if you're in Moza, if you can get CRP2 level, you're kind of sorted, and they are on sale. The SRPs and the CRP2s are on sale at the moment. Actually, I think $349 for CRPs, $139 for SRPs. To be fair, $139 for SRPs is kind of crazy. It also, I think, makes it even crazier that they do SRP lights in the R5 bundle, given that they're selling SRPs for anyone.
So cheap.
Yeah. Since Frankie, been struggling to get my G Pro settings just right for Rensport. I have done Rensport on my G Pro. I just kept my Gran Turismo settings. It didn't feel as good as on my Moza R16 on PC, though. It did not feel anywhere near as good. Russell, yeah, Project Motor Racing. Project Motor Racing coming out on the 25th, which I guess is next Tuesday. What are people's thoughts about Project Motor Racing?
Just before we go any further, can I just ask, why do we have 0 likes?
I think I've inputted the wrong
Oh,
data.
okay. I was doing like a subtle hint for people to like the...
Chat, can we confirm, has anyone liked the stream? Because we can't see it.
It says 0.
We can't see it.
Standard fashion.
I think I may have messed up this string. For some reason I have to literally like code it.
Every single time.
Yeah. Chat, can you confirm how many likes are on? There we go. 14 likes. Good. Okay. Great question from Quinton. Moza, CRP2 versus Sim-Magic P1000 versus FANATEC V3s. I'm not that familiar with the
Sim-Magic,
but the V3s versus CRP2s I just think is a close battle. I think the V3s are more stylish, actually.
I'm still using my V3s, so I am very biased. Like I said with the Moza and the RS50 earlier.
Yeah.
I use the V3s. I bought them myself, so it's not as if it's like, oh yeah, I've had that for free, given it to me. That's it. The actual V3s I bought myself. Yeah. I did my research. I researched what I liked. V3s I like. It's nice to have the haptics on it. Yeah, it's getting a bit long in the tooth, a bit old. They need a bit of maintenance on it. But when
are you still using haptics?
Yeah.
Were you using them this weekend?
Yep.
Did you adjust them for that car?
No.
So So when do they go? 80%.
ABS, when ABS kicks in.
Oh, okay.
So it's nice to feel the ABS.
I did that on my active pedals.
Oh, okay.
And it made a difference to my driving.
Yeah. So when the ABS kicks in,
yeah,
it really helps.
So we drove. I think one of the most difficult cars I've ever driven in sim racing this weekend.
Until we had the setup on it, and then I actually quite enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I always, because in the race you have to up your game. Like in practice, I'm spinning it all the time. In the race, I only spun it once.
Well, we were saying afterwards, weren't we? We did like an hour muck around race and got 44 X's, and then we did the whole
stints or something.
4 or 5 stints of 5-6 hours each, and got less than that in 5 and 6 hours.
But I think that I wouldn't have been able to drive. I wouldn't have been able to drive that car not on load cell pedals. I'm pretty sure because it's all about teasing it in and it's all crazy trail braking, really, isn't it?
It was just trail braking all the way to the corner, every single one. But yes, for Quinton's question, V3s for me, I use them for my own personal reason. I've done my research, and that's what I like, and that's why I chose them.
Yeah, I think they're both pretty equal. I put the Logitech G Pros up in there pretty equal as well, to be honest. Welcome, Nezzy. Rodman, do you think running wheelbase and pedal set all from different brands would bog down a computer? I don't think so.
Well, I use Moza and FANATEC on mine.
Yeah, on iRacing stutters, I had big iRacing stutters at the weekend. 2 things you can do. Actually, no, don't do the first one because you're on AMD anyway. Efficiency mode. I don't think... Were you doing this at all or not? iRacing goes into efficiency mode, so you have to stop it going in efficiency mode. I was having lots of stutters, and that was on a 4090.
I mean, I did the Club 100 race last night, and we had 42 on the grid. I was still getting 70 something.
Was that more than you were getting at Zolder?
I wonder if Zolder... a couple less. Zolder was around the 50s, I think.
It wouldn't have surprised me if Zolder... What track were you doing Club 100s?
Nürburgring.
Pool?
No, GP track, yeah.
Okay.
So we're a little bit less, but I was running fine. I don't tend to get stutters. I get more pedal disconnecting where I've got a link cable.
Yeah. Make sure to at us or at my name in the comments if you want it to come up in red. Nezzy is looking forward to Project Motor Racing when we have your review. I need to check when the embargo is. But launch day. Yeah, looking forward to that. I will be completely honest about it. I think Rensport is a Sim-cade game, but they don't want to call it a Sim-cade game. I don't think you've really played it.
I've watched you play it.
Yeah. And you watched me and Super GT play it in Germany. But for me, it's very much a Sim-cade game, but for some reason I don't want to call it Sim-cade, but this is totally called it Sim-cade. and I think I've understood it. Whoa, what's that? Oh, Joker, thanks for the gifted membership.
Quick, you get on it. I'm going to be too slow on that.
8-bit Atlas has got it. Thank you so much, Joker.
You.
Appreciate it. Can we put some claps in the chat for Joker there? I'm going to put out a 10 out of 10. Let's celebrate the gifted membership. Very, very, very generous. We appreciate it.
Should take out membership.
You should just watch this, because I think it's who's the most active. You need to get YouTube Premium to start with. I was actually at YouTube today. I was in London at YouTube.
You got a lovely little handbag.
Do you want to see what gifts, what bribery they bribed me with so I stay on this platform? So, okay, got to, because why not? I got this lovely notebook.
Ooh.
Creator Collective. Okay.
Wow.
And
spending big.
Yeah. What else have I got? A pen with a YouTube logo on it. A highlighter with a YouTube
Why a
logo on it.
highlighter? Creator Collective.
And also a kazoo.
Why?
Because I did like an icebreaker and I just can't, I couldn't play this thing. It's all manky now, so I won't blow it. But, and that's it.
Wow.
But I did speak with Formula One, which was quite interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quality gifts they gave you.
Come on, chat. Let's get some more claps in the chat there. Welcome, Vlatka. Say thank you to Joker for gifting the membership. We'll go back up the chat for the moment. Yeah, so I feel like Rensport is like a Sim-cade. They don't want to call it a Sim-cade. Where is Project Motor Racing? I feel like, again, they don't want to call it a Sim-cade.
I feel it's going to end up being a Sim-cade. And it sounds very generalising to me. And I know it sounds bad.
You've driven it.
I would say, and I'm sure a lot of your viewers are going to hate me for it, but I would say anything on the console sways towards the Sim-cade.
So I feel like, if Project Motor Racing doesn't want to call itself Sim-cade, and let's say it turns out it is a bit Sim-cade, it may or may not be, but I feel like there's some kind of stigma that developers want to say like, oh, we're not a Sim-cade.
There's nothing wrong with Sim-cade.
Yeah, who cares?
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll be people at the very top end who hate it, stuff like that, but for 95% of your racing, like sim drivers, no one cares. As long as they can get in the car, drive it, have fun.
Yeah.
No
It's not like Battlefield or Call of Duty say like we are military simulators. It's like no, you can have fun like running around shooting people.
Exactly.
So, but there's some kind of focus groups have happened, or the people that they're worried about being seen as Sim-cade for some reason, and that's okay if you're actually a sim. But I think if something like Rensport comes out and it turns out it is really Sim-cade, but you've tried to say it's a full-on simulator, then you have this mismatch of expectations. I feel like that
Hedge your bets, call yourself a Sim-cade, and if everyone else calls you a simulator, then you've done it right.
I feel like that should have been marketed very much to the Gran Turismo crowd, and I'm a Gran Turismo at heart, so kind of I could see where it's coming from. That should not have been marketed towards iRacing people at all.
Yeah.
What we did this weekend, 23 hours.
I can't see any other game doing that.
Yeah. That is as close as you can get to doing it for real. We could rent let's say that was like old BMW M3s or something at Zolder. We could go to the track, rent it, and I'm pretty sure there would be many similarities with the experience. Yeah. House Robot aside.
House Robot aside.
Yeah. Any deals from Logitech? I believe the bundle. I believe the RS system has been discounted. What do you think about the Camus Small DD? We were talking about Camus earlier. I haven't heard from Camus for a long time. We've reviewed their C12. They're kind of one where it's in the rim.
All in one unit.
It seemed kind of like a bit. I don't say rough. It seemed kind of like sharp. You know, like. It wasn't nicely rounded off, if that makes sense. It's a bit more industrial. Yeah.
It wasn't as refined as what you see.
I think the pricing is insane, so I'm surprised I haven't heard from Camus. Yeah, I mean, I have, on this PC here, I have 2 wheelbases and 2 pedals plugged in, and it seems to be absolutely fine. Do you know when the T598 load cell pedal goes out? 2026, they told us.
Yeah, they said first quarter of 2026.
I'm sure they would have aimed like hell for
Christmas, yeah.
Welcome, Flatka. Mr. D. Douglas, in my mid-40s, A+ in GT7, at what age do you feel you will lose your speed? What age do you feel like you're going to lose your speed, Sam?
I don't have much speed as it is anyway to lose. I don't know.
Serious question though. You look at Fernando Alonso in Formula 1 still cutting it, and that's got the physical aspect.
Yeah, I mean...
So what stops us still cutting about in our 50s?
I don't know, I reckon mid-50s, late 50s.
I'm going to say early 60s.
When my concentration goes... I mean, my concentration is horrendous at the moment, but when it actually fully goes, I'm driving around like... Oh, what was I doing?
think I'm going to get faster into my 50s. And
you're going to go up and then just...
No. I think I'm going to go faster into my 50s. I'm going to plateau until my early 60s, and then I'm going to lose reaction time of 60s. I think.
You reckon? You go that far?
Yeah, honestly. I'm in this for the long haul. Like, I'm going to look back at these streams and be like, we were just
Look
kids.
how much hair I had.
Yeah. How was our guys' day? Well, it was snowing today where we were.
It was.
Oh, here we go. Who's the FANATEC BMW G3 wheel? It's a big boy. I don't know if you've ever used it at an expo. It's the one they use in a real car.
I saw it at Germany, but
it's nice. Yeah. Maybe it's the one I used. No, I didn't. I used the Red Bull one. Yeah. Do you think Rennsport would be the Concorde or Sim Races? I think Rennsport needs to do needs to understand the market better in terms of what it's trying to market. I think if I was marketing Rennsport, I would say this is a cross-platform GT style Sim-cade simulator, and I would cater the game more towards that. I would have more racing.
You said it last week in the stream, didn't you?
I said
you want it in, do your race and go. You don't want that whole waiting for a lobby to fill. No,
that's more like iRacing, like you wait. And I think if I said last time, I'd also have like it gives you XP for the amount of overtakes you do, the amount of drafting, slipstream, and it's kind of like rewarding racing. Yeah. That's what I would do. And maybe you can customize your car, but it's all non-performance, but it gives you like
Fortnite. Yeah. Essentially. I mean, they've made a model out of it. They've made it work, haven't they?
Where's efficiency mode? It's in Task Manager. Julie says, I got everything fantastic. I still can't get faster. Ready to give up. Help. What sim are you in? If you're in Gran Turismo, definitely check out my beginner guide, www.getfasteronline.com. So expensive gear is not going to make you... I was the slowest driver in our team this weekend, and I'm on by far the best equipment.
What? Do you remember what Murray said he was on?
A TSXW.
Yeah.
Belt driven.
And what was Nathan on?
Belt driven FANATEC CSL.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's not going to make you.
It's not instantly going to be like, I'm done. I'm so much faster. You still need to be able to pedal it, get it around.
But I don't think there's a problem with that. If you're going doing real world racing, I think you should always be aspiring to be faster and progressing, right? You need to have that mentality. Yeah. Otherwise
you're just spending money for the sake of
spending
money.
And if you're the slowest on track, then that has to be an opportunity where you're looking at people who are following them and getting faster. In sim racing, I don't think that applies because it's more of like a pastime where you're not incurring all these crazy costs just to race every time.
Yeah. Okay.
TFA, I'm new on sim. I was thinking to buy FANATEC CSL DD QR2 with boost kit, Club Sport, F1 Esports. How much are we talking for that? So your QR2, your 5 Newton meters. I mean, you can always buy the boost kit on like Temu or AliExpress. I don't obviously advertise it, but it's just a power pack. But also you think about getting Moza SRP pedals. Interesting mix and match there.
I'm guessing that's on PlayStation then.
Well, you won't be able to do that on PlayStation, so...
Sorry, the top builds.
SLX, do you think the T598 for 49 is a no-brainer? I don't think it's a no-brainer. I think it's extremely competitive. And if you're on PlayStation, it is the cheapest official way to go.
The only thing you need to bear in mind is the pedals.
The pedals, and if you're comfortable with the power connector situation. But yeah, the pedals...
The pedals are the big stumbling block. For me personally,
no one should gloss over the pedals with the T598. So it's not a no-brainer. There are compromises for that price. It's not like
if you're happy to spend 429 and then in the first quarter of 2026 spend another 160, then it's pretty much a no-brainer. But then you spend nearly €600.
Yeah. Levi says all racing games on console are going to be Sim-cade. You're not actually going to get any Sims on console. Maybe
That's
on PS6. Yeah, even just the way like the polling rates and things, I think work as well. Cybers from PC. Okay, so then you can mix and match pedals. You might say, why get the SRPs? Why not get the Conspit hydraulic Apex?
Yeah, I would say that.
Welcome, Pirate. Dan says, disagree, AC Sim. I remember when ACC came out on console, and it was very limited compared to ACC on PC. I remember those days. Pirate, I'm wanting to upgrade my T300, but want to keep my TLCM pedals. What I would do, you could get T598 and just keep your TLCM pedals. So maybe that. Do you drive on track IRL? Sam is a professional karting driver.
And have done lots of other racing as well.
Yeah. So we are unusual for sim racers that we also have driven on track. Which I think we forget about. I think it's same with Nathan. Same with our whole team for 23 hours. I think we forget that we're lucky that we've
done it real life and in sim as well. Yeah.
By the way, I think that's a massive compliment to sim racing. That sim racing really interests us, given that we've done real world racing and we
can pull comparisons between the both. And when we say things like you don't need 36 newton meters of wheelbase, that's not saying it to discredit anything. That's saying it because we've driven real cars and go-karts and Genettas and Radicals and stuff like that. And there's no need for that because they don't have that in real life. Yeah,
it's only if only you could train your neck, then do you know what I mean? But it's like that's the thing you really want to train, and maybe that is. I mean, we saw this one in Germany.
Yeah, the old decapitator.
Yeah, the decapitator. That's the official name.
Decapitator Mark 1.
But honestly, like, this is getting very dangerous. But if you had a kart sim that was really training your neck, I mean, the tolerances there are got to be pretty tight. But I could see that kind of actually, because you will when your neck goes.
Well, when my boy went from cadets up to juniors, he had nothing but neck issues. It's taken 6 months now to actually be able to.
So how would you
do a whole?
Because you can do the stretches and stuff, but it's
a lot of just general repetitive motion on it, essentially. And when he did cadets, he wore a neck brace, so obviously the crash helmet rests on that.
And then
so
you take it
build
off.
Up your neck muscles. We went up to juniors. I said, look, you're not using that in juniors. Took it off, and then he'd do like 2 sessions, and his neck would go like this, going around like this. It's now taking like 6 months, so he can do a whole weekend now, so we're all good. But yeah, neck muscles are the main thing. Yeah.
More than armor, and also core.
Core, yeah.
You're not training core in a sim?
No, in a car, core's not so. Well, it is important, obviously, but it's not so critical as in karting. Obviously, core is with a car you're held in by seatbelts. And you literally got to hold the body weight.
Yeah, I think core is less important. I think core still helps you breathe.
Oh yeah.
And, like,
that's what I mean. It's
not
not
critical.
Yeah.
But like you don't see karting drivers like this. If you ran this R25, you'd have big arms, no neck.
Yeah.
And whatever underneath your arm. With karting, you tend not to see that. It's like you have to be nicely conditioned.
Yeah.
And you don't tend to see people who've just got massive arms.
Absolute units.
Why has no one covered ASETEK's new shifter? Because it's not out yet. I think I did cover it. It's in my video. Welcome, BCR Esports. Oh, here we go. Blue Bottles purchased a THRUSTMASTER T598 for 366 today for Amazon out of 10. Yeah, I think that is unbelievable value. Like we said, bear in mind the drawbacks like the pedals and the power supply issue. That is like someone old school like us. If I was still on, what did you start with?
T150.
Yeah, if I was on T150, if I'd done half a year of Gran Turismo and I was on my T150, to know I could upgrade to direct drive for 366, I'd be like, wow.
Yeah.
I remember when I bought my T3PA Pro pedals, that was like £160.
That's what I mean.
Just the pedals.
And you've got it from Amazon as well, so you do have obviously warranty and all that stuff with it, and you can return it. It's the pricing of direct drive since COVID.
Yeah,
has just come down so much. It makes you just amazed.
It's something that sticks to me. When we were doing the sim racing tour with Mitchie, you know, he said the belts are over, the gears are over, it's done. And I was thinking maybe not quite because you look at the TT4A and stuff. I think he's right. I think they are. I think this technology is just going to come down and down and down in price. Even that Turtle Beach one I think is crazy cheap. Yeah. Welcome, Nick. Frederick, I can get the new Logitech shifter handbrake for £100. It's really good. We've been using it on Assetec Corsa Rally.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we liked it.
It's really underrated. It's a really nice product. It feels nice. It covers both. That's what I've been using in Tactical Rally. Ozzy, your thoughts on Spec 3 update and the subscription price? What do you mean subscription price?
PlayStation 5?
Yeah, but so I don't know Spec 3 pricing yet, although I was speaking with PlayStation today.
And you didn't ask him.
Well, I can't say the conversations, but with Spec 3 was discussed. So, Rodman Kirith, which wheelbase would you upgrade to from a Logitech Pro base? If you're a Logitech G Pro, you're already pretty serious, 11 Newton meters. I'm looking at new Moza's ASETEK Forte, Sim-cade Evo Pro, or the Aries Pro. Will I miss True Force? So, if you get the R25, it has low frequency effects. Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. What are the reasons you want to upgrade? We need to understand. Because if you want better rims, then that will inform us. If you want to get an ASETEK Forte and an ASETEK Forte Formula Pro, which I need to bring it because it's such a nice wheel, I could see that as well. I could see like a really serious sim racer getting frustrated by the inability to run a nice screen with a wheel without a cable on Logitech. Mr. D. Douglas uses a butt kicker through a laptop to my PS5 for GT7. I've never been that. Sam always tells me to do haptic stuff.
I do indeed.
But I mean, that's already a pretty intense setup to run a laptop widing GT7.
How would that work?
Because GT7 outputs the telemetry, and I guess
So then he picks up
through a
via
laptop,
and then...
USB to butt kick,
Got
I'm
ya.
guessing. Matthias says, I love the SF1000 wheel. That's why we got it out today.
No. I'm looking at everything backwards. I was like,
What would be the best shifter from THRUSTMASTER? I can't remember which one. But I think they're doing some deals where they're including it at the moment, some of them. Joe Car's driven a lot of sports cars. Oh, 911 G3 RS. So let us know. So you drove a 911 G3 RS in Abu Dhabi. What Newton meter force feedback would you say that felt like? We're very interested to
and
know.
tell me why it's not 36.
There's something when you drive a car like that you're a little bit tense. I can't. In a holistic sense, the power you get from that car really comes from the engine rather than from the torque of the wheel. So there's a lot of power going on, but it's not. It doesn't mean it's hard to turn the wheel. Whereas in the wheelbase, it almost seems like when you're driving powerful cars, you want the steering wheel to be like tough to turn, and it doesn't make any sense to me. But you also can't replicate sitting in front of a 500 horsepower engine in a sim rig. But
The way that vibrates for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't.
But you know what I mean? It's like, let's say you come out of a corner, the long straight Abu Dhabi. You come out the one where Verstappen overtook Hamilton, and you're going to go on this long straight. So you're getting the power just so you're unwinding it. You feel an insane amount of power. And I hold in the wheel quite tight.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean the wheel's heavy to turn at all. But you're aware of the consequences, so you're just turning it very deliberately. Whereas you're never going to feel that in a sim.
Yeah, you're never going to be dragged back unless you got
Yeah,
like this.
so I don't think you're ever going to really grip the wheel tight and feel the consequences power. So maybe that's another reason why we have it's overly powered in sim racing wheelbases.
Maybe.
But
like we've said multiple times, the force feedback nowadays, Newton meters are way too high.
Yeah,
There's
the SimLab
need for it.
39 is just silly.
It's just
silly.
swinging.
Blue Bottles, I'm also looking forward to the Logitech T599 load cell pedal. Yes, indeed. Tifa CSL DDQR2 with boost kit at €280. Wow. I'm not sure, given that a Moza R9 is €299.
That's what he
New.
said, Moza
Yeah.
R9 V3.
Yeah, so I don't. That's pretty brutal for the FANATEC there, because the Moza R9, there's no QR1 or QR2 with Moza. It's just like the best.
Or QR Lite.
Yeah.
Or QR2 Lite.
It's just the same. So let me just go back to this. I would go Moza R9 there.
Yeah.
I think €299. That's on €50 discount. I think. Do you think Simagic will drop software for the older alphas? There's been some controversy with Simagic with firmware changes recently that I don't fully understand, but I think some features.
No idea. That's all about you here.
Yeah, people want some features to be unlocked. Ozzy would like to see a new FANATEC F1 wheel
But we all.
with a screen. Do you know
We all.
you know that on Amazon the FANATEC Esports wheel is only £200? Your wheel's
Is
only
that my wheel there?
yeah.
And how old's that wheel? such a
But
good
it's
wheel.
only only £200. Doesn't it got the rumble motors in it?
Yeah.
I think.
The haptics. Such a good wheel.
Josh, Kira, are people still scared to do a FANATEC update in 2025? I think people are scared to do updates in general. I'm a bit scared to do Moza updates.
What's going on with Pithouse at the moment?
Is you got issues with it?
Yeah, it's insane. I can try and download something and it just has a complete fit. Last night, Club 100, and at the weekend, I had Pithouse completely turned off. So even though I've got the screen on my FSR, it was doing nothing.
Chat.
Because my Pithouse is going insane.
What's our experience of Pithouse at the moment? I would say the best software in sim racing for me, ahead of everyone else, is SimuCube and ASETEK.
Okay.
I have complete faith it's going to update when I press update. Whereas with FANATEC, it's a little
FANATEC, yeah, like you said, completely, is it going to work, is it not going to work? And Pithouse has always been fine for me, apart from maybe the last week or two. And it's just
I feel like
completely
Pithouse
dropped.
is quite close to being a good experience, but then you end up going into the separate firmware updater thing, and you end up in this like kind of ugly looking thing. But if it could just do it, in
don't
Pithouse-
make sense.
Yeah, you know when you activate products in Pithouse, it's really easy, like one-click activation. If only the update, that's how it works in SimuCube to update them. You click one-click update and it just goes bang, 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 bang. Interesting if FANATEC have a sale. FANATEC are going to have a sale. I think it starts on Monday. Rodman, I think I just want something new. I like Logitech Pro Wheelbase and pedals. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing that's you're completely entitled to. Maybe you want to get Moza R5. Dan, it's a shame everything I wanted in GT7, quali, Sophie, and Championships, proper weekends, all behind a paywall are not included. Yeah, and only on PS5 as well. It's not on PS4. But it's been 3. It's coming up to 4. Coming up to 4 years. Yeah, it's coming up to 4 years of Gran Turismo 7. Quite scary. Douglas butt kicker works on PS5. PS5 to laptop. GT7 sends telemetry to laptop. Sim hub to butt kicker and second screen for dashboard. That's still a pretty. I respect the setup. That's pretty intense setup there. Joker says around 18 Newton meters. I think that when I drove the Ferrari 488 GT, I never remember having worked. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, we did a karting race in Wilton Mill. And I remember after that feeling like, oh, because I wasn't really karting, like my arms feel like, okay, that was a bit, you know. And then I went to Silverstone and drove GTs, nothing. Like nothing. No, like it was just power steering, like. Joan, I've had the Turtle Beach 7.2 Newton meters low tail pedals. I had it for a good price, 400 August last year. Why did I mention it? We literally have Turtle Beach on the table, my friend. I would say it's not a question of why don't we mention it. It's why is no one else asking about it.
Maybe get one question a week. No, actually, that's a lie. Before last week we had one question,
Yeah,
and I don't think we've ever had a question.
it might have been
about
the
before.
same question. But like, if everyone's going to be asking us about the Turtle Beach, and we'll speak about it. But if no one is,
But it's here on the table.
yeah.
It is being represented.
Well, that is the KD3. That one is 3 Newton meters. I do like they've gone for a different style of it. I respect that.
Yeah.
And I also respect that they've done something insane with that rim. In a world where a lot of stuff looks very similar, that rim is just insane. Even the fact
And the
it's got
extra
a magnet
magnets at the top
for
There's
no
a
apparent
magnet
reason.
doing nothing. Ask me one of those Allen keys. Is it actually? Yes.
Yes, it's not a fake magnet.
There's a magnet at the top of the rim, and it's not even in line with the shifter.
Joker says 15 Newton meters on average and harsh corners felt more like 18. I drove the 488. You've driven a Ginetta GT.
GT3 and GT5, and a Radical SL1 and a Radical SL3.
So how was the Radical then? Radical must have been tough on steering.
The SL3 was a lot lighter because it's got the power steering in it. The SL1 Plus was tougher, but then it's weird because it's like a motorbike engine in it anyway. You don't really feel that because the whole car is shaking so much from the engine. But yes,
But these cars also, they want to turn in, right? They want to turn in.
They're set up
Yeah.
for racing. It's not just set up to, oh, let's just kill you, do your forearm, death grip it to get
Yeah.
round. And bear in mind, this was at a time when I was race fit. I was doing a lot of motorsport. We're kind of used to it, so it might have been 15 Newton meters to a normal person.
I guess you also
Where me being race fit, it
Yeah.
might have felt a lot lower.
Exactly. And also, when you're in a real car, you kind of got a bit more adrenaline going and stuff like that. Bass Junk, how much is sim racing hardware and how much is actually racing? I don't fully quite understand the question.
I mean, if you're going to say, if the question there is how much of pace is done via hardware, via actual driver talent, it's still massively driver talent. As we said 20 minutes ago, we were the slowest two in our team at the weekend. You had probably by far the most expensive gear. Nathan Murray were on belt drive still. I'm on full like haptic, low cell, R9 stuff, and I was slow as well. So it's nothing to do. Gear does come into it, but ultimately, if you're better than me, you're still going to be better than me, whether you're on a rubbish wheel.
There's almost there's a little bit also a little other angle, which is that we have nice direct drives. We can catch counter steer. Maybe we need to catch counter steer because I'm missing my lines a lot. Where someone like Nathan,
so you're saying the more money you spend, the more forgiving it is for the worse.
There is a little bit like that. We've also got ABS on our thing. So we know, we're in the ABS, whereas a really good drive will just see it on the dash and also just see from the rate of deceleration. Yeah. I think someone like Josh Ladd we've raced with before, he just he can sense by the deceleration whether he's in ABS or not. He doesn't need any like a vibration or something, or even lights coming on the dash. He just knows what his rate of deceleration should be, which is quite impressive. What's the best force feedback in the PC sim racing games? I really liked the ASETEK Corsa Rally on the SimuCube. I know there's a bit of debate about it, but I liked it. Generally, I think iRacing... I had no complaints about iRacing this weekend from a force feedback or driving perspective.
I had no complaints about iRacing this whole weekend in general.
It's not like when I span, I was like, this is a force feedback. I was like, I span because I hit the brakes too hard and I had too much lock on. And then I can't save it because the car's already come round. Okay, so yeah, I think force feedback debates is because they are all different and everyone wants to know which is best. But I think they're just different. And there's so many things missing from the real experience that
it's all a compromise.
It's all a compromise.
All a big compromise.
Compromising feelings that you just don't have in a sim, and how do you replicate that? What do you include? What don't you include?
Well, the same as that esports, trying to replicate obviously the steering wheel judder by putting the haptics. Everything's a compromise.
Yeah. Some people like that. Some people won't like it. So, Joker, I would say the car that gave me the toughest time was a stock BMW M3 CS. Did that feel like it was kind of bucking around a bit, like when it re-grips?
Yeah.
No offense, but I'm not saying it's not off track, but the car was pure stock. Okay. One for Sam. What's your thought on the Conspit hydraulic pedals?
That is going to be my next purchase. Honest.
270 or something.
Yeah, 269. I mean, I've had my FANATECs for ages. I love my FANATEC V3s. I literally spoke about it 20 minutes ago, saying how good they are, but I've now been using them consistently. Stuff is starting to wear out. And by consistent, I'm talking 5 years. It's not consistently for the last year. It's been 4 or 5 years. I'm having to do maintenance more regular on it. It's about time I swap, and I am looking towards the Conspit hydraulic Apex.
Yeah, it's ridiculous at that price.
And at the price,
hydraulic. I mean,
hydraulic, throttle, and heel plate.
Have corners been cut? Don't know. How durable is it? We don't know. But out of the box, working new, it's just it's pretty insane compared to everything else. I mean, when you think CRP2s are 349, you know, these go toe to toe with CRP2s all day, I think.
It's just how long they're going to last with the hydraulics.
I want to see more thoughts from people who bought them, who really put them through the paces day after day.
Yeah.
Dina, I have a THRUSTMASTER TXXW wheelbase. Would the R3 be a good upgrade? The R3 would be a good upgrade. It's not that powerful.
2.8, isn't it?
No, it's 3.9 actually. It's actually 3.9, but they don't call it an R4.
Yes, because they kept everything odd numbers.
Yeah, 3, 5, 9.
R6.
It's 12.
Yeah, 12.
No, there is an R6. But there is an R12. There is not, and an R16.
I thought it was just keeping odd numbers like old Persia used to do.
But it's so I mean it's so cheap because they're just trying to loss lead this. I think I assume it's crazy cheap. If you're on Xbox, then what you can do sneakily is once you buy that, if you want more power, I think you can get something like an R9 and
yeah,
you can
but
still
you
use
said it's all in the steering
in the
wheel,
rim. Yeah.
the chips in the rim. So as long as you've got the wheelbase,
Yeah.
put the rim on, it's fine.
And car with power steering equals a good belt-driven wheel. There is something to say about if you've got someone.
That's right. I'm further down the chat than you.
There was a big comment chain on the channel recently about people saying belt-driven wheels are the most realistic because actually you have belts and stuff in cars.
Yeah. Hulk smash.
Yeah, let us know if it needs watering on the back. But we've got on the table here, we've got T598. So there are wheelbases behind these. T598, FANATEC GTDD, Moza R5, and the Turtle Beach. That Turtle Beach probably goes head to head with the Moza R3 on price as well. But I think that's something like 3.2 or something compared to 3.9.
But it has a nicer wheel, I reckon, than the Moza.
It doesn't come with that wheel.
It does not have a nicer wheel than
I
the Moza.
can't remember the wheel it comes. I didn't know the T598 rim is here. It's there. It's much more plasticky than the. Can you see it?
Oh, that one round there.
Yeah,
that looks like the THRUSTMASTER. That one right there.
Yeah, but the THRUSTMASTER actually has decent shifters. That wheel, the shifters are. You know, there's a wheel we looked at recently was a big gap. The thermal. It's got like thermal take shifters.
Okay.
So quite a difference. But let us know what you're thinking in terms of Black Friday. What you've been looking at. I would say THRUSTMASTER for £366 is just ridiculous. It almost feels like they've tried to literally go down to the pound as low as they can do.
Try and get as low as you can. Try and get people in. Then try and hope on their loyalty just to keep them going.
What can FANATEC do to compete with that? It's like
sort out the QRs. That's all I care about.
But how does that sort them out of price?
I don't know how it sorts out the price, but that's what FANATEC need to do. They need to sort out the QRs.
Surely they're not making any more QR1 stuff. Surely they're just need to get. So maybe there will be a sale. I'll do a prediction here.
Maybe do a trade-in. Oh, get rid of your QR1
Yeah.
for a QR2. Just
Post it
something
in.
like that.
But maybe they'll do a big sale on QR1 stuff, and I'll just want to get rid of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Jose Isla, do you think you'll be able to run a sim rig off a Steam machine? I imagine so, because they said that it's like they know what they're targeting on a Steam machine. The interesting thing about Steam machine would be if you get the Steam frame, the VR headset will make VR a lot easier because it just connects to your Steam thing and it streams it. So that could be a new era for kind of like VR sim racing.
You know, when it says Steam machine, in my head I was thinking an actual Steam machine.
Just producing Steam.
Just producing the power via a Steam engine.
Yeah.
Until you started saying that, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember that.
Aussie, all this talk about wheels, pedals, and wheelbase for monitors. Good point. We don't often talk about monitors. But I think 34-inch ultra wide.
Ultra wide.
Under £200.
Yes. If you give me a second, I'll find you the one I use.
Monitors is not a problem at the moment. RAM is getting quite expensive. RAM has doubled in price recently, apparently. But monitors, yeah.
V3s. Oh, VRs or triples or curved or what? How do you feel on that?
I would recommend.
What would you go for? First of all, if you had any choice, what would be your
34-inch ultra wide? And I get they go up to like 144 hertz quite easily, and there's slightly less pixels than 4K. I think going up because they're just a bit narrower. And their monitors, they just seem to work as well. So you can get kind of a relatively unknown brand.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get a 28-inch monitor. I think that's just a little bit too small. I think this is a... Is that a 32? No, this is a 28. I think this is a bit too small. I think a 32-inch just gives you... But even then, 32-inch, you got so much vertical, you may as well just have that width a little bit wider.
Mine's a 34-inch ultra-wide MSI. So
yeah, and it'll be nice. 3440 wide. That light just turned... Oh, no, it's not. Can you do an R12 with a V3? On PC, you can. In fact, you're doing an R9 with a V3.
R9 with FANATEC V3 pedals, yes.
Yeah. Mr. Bastian, I actually use a 55-inch TV at very close range.
Like that over there?
Yeah, that's what we've got on the AC Rally rig.
Yeah.
It is quite immersive, actually, isn't it? It certainly doesn't feel too close to me when you're in it.
Up until I'm driving, everything feels too close. So like trying to scroll through the menu, it's like, oh, it's over there. But as soon as you start driving, it's actually not too bad.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Once you're in, then you actually have nice peripheral vision. Where's the best place to buy Conspit in the UK? I think REVOSIM. I think REVOSIM is a distributor. It's a good point. I mean, if I was Conspirator, I'd be getting on Amazon. I'd be selling my stuff through Amazon because I think that's the question mark. Is people like the products, but where can I actually buy it from a reputable source? The questions earlier about the R3 in the UK, that's available in Argos for £280.
So what brands can you currently walk into a shop and buy? Logitech, THRUSTMASTer, Moza.
I think maybe REVOSIM as well. You can get in Argos.
Oh, okay.
Let me have a look. What can David? Well, Ozzy's got a 74-inch TV.
Wow.
Who's got the biggest TV in chat? Right, so Argos, PC gaming accessories. Forget that Horry Wheel. Get that MaxTech.
MaxTech.
Although they have offered to send some stuff for review.
Who's that? Horry or MaxTech?
MaxTech.
Get it.
Because it's really cheap. So Moza R3 for PC, £283.
R5.
Oh my days! The R5 bundle is in Argos.
£403.
You can walk out of a Sainsbury's with that.
Logitech G920.
G920 with a headset for £169. I mean, that is just so giftable, isn't it? Max said the other reason this MaxTech one is it works on PC, Xbox, and PS4. That's quite interesting. R3 for PC and Xbox 343. So you're paying £60 for Xbox compatibility.
Yeah. Which doesn't seem ridiculous.
Oh my goodness, you can get the Moza handbrake in Argos for £94. So Moza's partnered with Argos, and I didn't know about it.
There's THRUSTMASTer.
Yeah, that's the old T.
Yeah.
No, that's T128. Yeah. Logitech RS50 system, so without pedals, is $599.
That needs to go on discount.
That is just a MaxTech. That is a playseat challenge.
Well, that's what my XR Rocker looked like, which was a playseat challenge.
Um,
Have we got 4?
Just scrolling through Argos. Turtle Beach wireless wheel. We have one of these here. It's a wireless. You sit on your lap and it connects wirelessly. And I think you use the paddles for right. Interesting.
The Moza KS.
Yeah, and also Moza K. You can go into Sainsbury's and walk out with a Moza KS wheel for £233. So Moza's hit Argos. Oh my goodness me! Get an FSR for £600 in Argos.
And Pokemon balls while you're there as well.
Everything. Super Drive. SR, ESX. Truck wheel bundle. Thrustmaster. Race load pedals. The 3. That's
a good price.
That's more than you get in the T598 bundle. The Turtle Beach one here is £329 all in with the pedals.
So yes, it seems to be THRUSTMASTer, Logitech, Moza, Turtle Beach.
Yeah.
Essentially the ones.
So the UK is actually not that bad now for walking out with sim racing equipment. Oh, that's the Velocity 1629. TGT2. T300 on sale. You can get the Lamborghini Ascensor wheel in Argos for 1,200.
You can get the Vision as well.
Nacon as well. So you can get Nacon. And you can the REVOSIM. And you can get T598 is almost £100 more expensive than Argos than Amazon. Okay, so we've just gone through Argos, everyone in the UK, and there's a lot in Argos. There's a lot in Argos in the UK. In the US, they got Micro Center. You sorted,
which I wish we had. If I ever go to America,
yeah,
straight away go.
We've got to go to America and do a tour. We should go to Sim Racing Expo in Charlotte. And in Europe, you've got Media Market. They do a lot of stuff. So that didn't answer your question on the best place to buy Conspit, but basically go check out Argos. Dan Loki's got the C4 LG OLED. Very nice. And David's got a 34-inch. Can you see the side monitors on the 74-inch TV? It doesn't really work like that. Because you want to have ultra-wide. You can on TVs, you can run them as ultra-wide. It turns off like the top part of the display.
And the bottom part.
Something like that, yeah. But I think maybe you can move it around.
I know you can do that.
Yeah, you can do it on this one. But if you don't do that, you're not going to see the side mirrors. Doesn't Doesn't like for
Yeah,
example.
because it won't change your field of vision. Will it?
Yeah. Nick, wonder if FANATEC V3 pedals will drop in price. When the podium, I think the podium pedals are so different to V. I think
I think they're going to be marketed completely different to each other.
Yeah.
It's not like this is. It should be a replacement for the V3s, but I think they're going to market it as side by side.
They can't
these are your
be.
V3s.
Yeah.
These are something different.
they got CSL, V3s are club sport, and these are podium. Like they almost have to make it expensive to justify being podium, in my opinion.
But
Sturgeon,
it's interesting that they kept asking us how much you think this would be priced.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
they
didn't know how
wanted to
much
know.
you wanted it to be.
so I said £12.50, please. On behalf of everyone. Sturgeon, got my original R5 bundle from Argos before upgrading to V12. Oh, so did you go PXN? Interesting. Did I see the Rensport patch notes? I haven't seen them yet. Thanks, D. Douglas. Argos or Curries? I imagine Curries have a pretty similar.
Yeah, but I don't like using curries.
Yeah.
Just out of principle.
Why not?
So I went and buy a SD card from them,
Oh,
and they went like 180 quid for it.
You know they price.
And then I went online to Amazon, and it was like £39. I said, "Can you match this?" I was like, "Yeah, straight away."
Yeah.
Question it at all.
I was going to say they do price match it.
They did not question it in the slightest. It was not advertised anywhere.
Yeah.
Didn't question it, and it's only because I thought, well, I'm going to ask about this. How many people do you think they've mugged off throughout the years?
Exactly. It's part of their business model.
Yeah, and I just don't agree with it.
So now I know that I can pop into Currys and get an SD card for the same price as Amazon.
Yeah.
But if you don't,
Yeah, like I said, it's like £160 for like some Samsung
Samsung,
terabyte
you
one.
should go on TV about it.
Martin Lewis.
Yeah, Nick, I really don't know why the Thrustmaster priced the TGT2 twice the price T598. I think it's just more expensive to make and more expensive materials, and it's got this expensive rim. But I wouldn't get a TGT2 nowadays, especially the Thrustmaster are going to bring out that rim, which is quite nice. It's a nice round. It's probably one of the best round rims I think that's going to be on the market.
And they've got that wood one as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
Coming out. It should be quite cool for anyone who likes the old historic.
The wood one's already out. I've got the wood one.
Oh.
I need to unbox it. Yeah, I bought the wood one. I bought the wood one for €300. But it is Ferrari. Meant the R12 V2. Oh, so you went from R5 to R12. Did you keep your SRP light pedals? That's what we want to know. Did you keep the SRP light pedals? The stuff we've reviewed recently, we've unboxed thermal take and kind of done an assessment of it. So that video will come out. And we have PXN stuff to review. We have a V10 Ultra and I think a VD6. I kind of with PXN, I want to really know what PXN is about. Like again,
it just really confused me.
There's a lot. They're doing a lot of stuff.
Yes.
It's not like they're short in their.
But it's not like they're concentrating in one area. They're trying to cover everything at once, which then is a compromise.
So we've got some review in it, so we'll try and understand better kind of what's going on. Where do you buy PXN stuff? I'm not sure. I think maybe Amazon you can buy it. Anyone who's bought PXN, let us know we buy it, because you guys have always asked us to review PXN, so that's why we've got in contact with them. There we go. Stadinia's saved R5 pedals for my nephew. I got CRP2 pedals.
Nice.
And then CRP2 pedals. One day you can get the M Booster active pedal.
He's gonna be the favourite uncle.
Yeah.
100% favourite uncle. Just going around his house.
Manic, would you recommend the 12 Nm Evo? Is that the Simagic Alpha Evo? If so, I'm not sure. Quinton, R9 at the Micro Center 299. That is the same discounted price. If you can get that in the hand at Micro Center.
Yeah.
What else have you got at Micro Center? And are you able to see the live stock there? Because that would be quite interesting. We need if Currys were able to do that.
We used to have something like a Micro Center. It began with M.
Maplins.
Maplins?
Yeah, Maplins was...
No, Maxis. There was a Maxis in Hayes. And it was years ago, so I used to get all my car subs.
Comet as well.
Car subs and car amps and stuff like that from it. Maxis, it was cool.
Oh yeah, at the moment, I think Micro Center has a great rep. Everyone around the world is jealous of Micro Center. Have you got that access? Yes, Simagic. I don't really know because I haven't reviewed Simagic stuff. I haven't tried it for ages. Cobra says, Sam, it's 2025, but haven't VR and flight, as our VR expert here, it's been asked to you, haven't VR and flight racing equipment advanced further? In fact, it seems like they're regressing rather than improving.
Well, in my very extremely limited...
Where we tried to make you sick.
Where you tried to make you sick being in the blimp at Daytona. I would say yes. But Kireth knows a lot more about it than me.
I'm not sure. It depends how you look at it. It's like, I think everyone knows that the end game for VR has to be something super lightweight, something that you can just, it's not going to make you sweaty, it's not going to make you, and at the moment there's a difficulty because if you want to have inside out tracking, you need to have space for the cameras, etc. And there's different ways of doing it now. So you've got the PIMAX stuff, they're just like, we're going to put in the best possible screen and everything. It's going to be bulky, but it's going to be the best possible optics and everything.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. Then you got Big Screen Beyond who are like, we're going to do the best possible stuff, but we're not going to do tracking on the inside out. You're going to need base stations, but that's going to mean it's going to be much smaller. And then you've got what Valve are doing, which is we're just going to stream it to your headset. So you don't need a lot of hardware in your headset. We're just going to stream it.
A's. Yes, sir. I was in West Drayton.
Blues, I'm looking to buy a leather wheel skin cover for my new T5. That's an interesting idea. We
Halfords.
need to get,
Go down to Halfords. Get one of those fluffy pink ones. Chuck it on.
Sam, we need to get on this. How many people have bought T598s? We need to make wheel skins. Snake skin. Chat, if we were going to make wheel skins to the T598, what would you want to see?
I also feel that Copa has now regretted asking me that question and taken out Sam. He just says it's 2025.
It seems to me that companies developers become increasingly lazy. I think what you correct is saying is that the new Sims coming out are not prioritizing VR. Rensport, I don't think, has it. Project Motor Racing said they were going to have it, and then they dropped it, which is a bit controversial, actually. So I completely agree that it's frustrating if you're a avid VR user, and the Sims coming out are not doing VR. In terms of the flight sim world, I don't know flight sim that well, but I think all flight sims have VR in it.
You'd imagine so.
You know,
but then you'd imagine most
racing sims would
have it.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
I don't know what's healthy at the moment. Is it race sims or flight sims? If anyone's doing both, let us know. Cow leather from the USA. How would I skin the T598?
You're going to say, how would I skin the cow?
I think I'd put big rubber grips in it. Jay Beach is ASETEK Cell. Yeah, is that official? Is ASETEK Cell official, or do we know what's going to be in it? Yeah, you can make a pink one as well.
So I said, big old pink fluffy one, and as you said there, with the dice just dangling in the middle of the screen. Little pink car mats as well.
Ah, sim racing car mats.
Why is that not?
We're gonna be getting all these accessories. Quomat says, I don't mind VR having some weight, since anytime doing actual track racing you're wearing a head, sock and helmet. I agree with you. To me, it's not, when I wear the PIMAX stuff, it's not different to wearing a helmet. So I actually think maybe there's an alternate path for VR and sim racing, which is it's basically a helmet you put on. Like
old neck breaker Mark 1.
Yes, like that, where they had to destroy the helmets to make it work. Because you don't need, I've got like an American football helmet here. You don't need, yeah, it's a new edition.
What?
Behind the thing.
Oh, behind there. Okay. Nice.
But you could have, it doesn't need to be of track quality or anything. So you could have the shape of it.
Yeah.
Holding the VR.
Be like that guy with the 3D printed one. You've probably seen him kicking around.
Oh yeah, I've seen the guy who's got memed online.
Yeah.
Yeah, the card.
Well, I mean, you're talking about it now. He's been doing it.
Yeah. Not Alcantara. We could do Alcantara. We could turn your T598 Alcantara.
I cannot. Because I've tried to do it when I 3D print my own rim.
You tried to do Alcantara?
I tried to trim the handles. It was a nightmare to do.
You 3D printed a rim?
Yeah.
I
gave it to you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it's there, yeah. So we have actually started to experiment making our own sim racing products. We'll have to give it to other YouTubers to review.
Yeah. Send it a long way away.
Yeah. Kieran Sam sim racing merch. Yeah, it's going to happen. Rubber, why not? I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Just dunk it. Plastic grip, isn't it?
Scope says Americans are getting lazier, fatter, and less productive. It's an incredible chain of comments here. They're taking on all of America.
And I mean, Dan has then followed up with saying he doesn't think it's just Americans.
Chat, do we agree with that or disagree with that? Quinton, everything Micro Center is in my playground. Sim-cade, Moza, THRUSTMASTER. What brands are not in Micro Center? Is FANATEC in Micro Center? FANATEC is on Amazon now. FANATEC is going through Pure Sims, I think, is a UK distributor as well.
Proud, purpose for life.
So Genius says we'll all be walking to Halfords like we're in our 20s again. Yeah, if I was going to create a shop, I think a physical shop, I think I would do sim racing accessories. I think I'd do skins for wheels. Maybe I do custom stickers. Maybe
You know what? That's what I thought you meant by skins. Like the faceplate being covered as
No,
a skin.
no, skin. I mean, you wrap.
Yeah,
you wrap.
okay,
Yeah,
what you mean. But when you said skins at first,
yeah.
it's
But
kind of
how
like
do
what
you
you
wrap
meant.
a wheel and like get it tight?
I tried and it was horrendous.
Oh, okay, with a
That's what I said
rubbery.
with my 3D printed thing.
Yeah.
I bought like the fake
Alcantara,
Alcantara to actually fit on it. And it was such a bad effort.
Okay, so you didn't try and
threw
stitch
away.
it.
No, I threw it away and then reprinted another handle.
Okay. Anyone from the future? This is before we started doing it properly. So
Bring back rationing. Wow.
right, chat. Well, let's do some quick fire questions because we've got to the latest bit of the chat here. We're not like 10 minutes behind as we usually are. 53 likes already is huge. Already 53 likes is massive.
Solid.
But yeah, let us know your questions. It's a big week with Black Friday. We can cut through some of the noise and let you know what we think as well. What do you think, Sam? Just looking at the screen at these wheels here, if you had to just look at it at a glance, would you say that the Thrustmaster wheel is quite impressive because it's just a Ferrari Formula One wheel?
That one catches my eye the most because the logo in the middle.
I think it's now the old Porsche badge. They changed their Porsche badge.
Have they?
Yeah, that's I think the new Porsche VPG wheel has the latest one.
Then that. Then this. Then this. Is my order. Of just by pure quick glance, what grabs my attention.
How does the Moza FSR compare to the SF1000 here? So you just think the SF1000 looks just
It looks brighter because it's got big old colours around the rotaries, whereas normally with the Moza you've just got that really thin.
This is unfair on the
7/8 mil.
FSR because if we plug them all in, the FSR would look the best. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's got
with
the
all
screen
the
and
lights and
yeah.
then stuff like that. Although this has got quite a few lights, hasn't it? Lights up quite a lot.
I can't remember. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Still the Allen key holding on strong there.
Wheel with a screen for FANATEC. You're out of luck. You either get the Bentley wheel, or there are none available. CRP owner says DIY base shakers worth it. Some people swear by them.
You actively avoid them.
It's not that I actively avoid them. It's that I don't really review them because I just think, and I don't review motion because it's just, for me, it just be too much. I think setup time and stuff.
I think motion is too far out the realms of majority of viewers.
When I see people review motion, well, I probably shouldn't say this, right? But I see people review motion or on motion rigs, and I'm just thinking that looks like it's making you slower. And they'll say this is incredibly realistic, and I go on motion rigs, and if we go on something like the ImSim one we went on, that is ultimate, more than immersion. It's like this rig is insane. It's meant, it's like it's a showpiece.
Yeah. It's not just a rig; it is literally a centerpiece of your front room.
Yeah, but to me, that's not really about sim racing, right? That's more like showing off and all these legitimate things. But when I see people sim racing, the esports teams don't use motion. Max Verstappen's not using motion. So because I'm so far on the racing side, is there one point this weekend you felt like you were missing motion from the Zolder 23 hours?
No, not a single second.
It's like I'm waiting, I think, for that really low profile motion that is super simple to attach to a profile
so you want
rig.
one where it's on the bottom?
A mat or something, yeah. And you just put your rig on top of it, and it's just really plug and play. But still, with the actuators, I'm just not convinced. And I get offers to review motion stuff all the time, and even for me, it's like I'm just not. That's not what I don't feel like I'm missing that. It's a little bit the same with the seatbelt tensioners. It's like when we were doing Assetto Corsa Rally, did we miss not having seatbelt tensioners?
So the difference between ImSim, which had the seatbelt tensioners, and FANATEC, which didn't have the seatbelt tensioners, you played them both on the Assetto Corsa Rally. Would you have noticed the difference?
This one here.
I meant actually in Germany.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that rig.
Which is essentially that one there.
You notice for the first time when you brake in super tensioners because you feel it tense. You're like, oh, I noticed that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But then I very quickly noticed the slowness in untensioning because that's quite unnatural.
Yeah, it should be instant tension, but then it should also be instant untension.
Yeah, and it's not. There's a bit of because it has to release it slowly or push it out or something, or maybe I don't know how it releases it.
When it tensions, it pulls it.
But how does it push it?
I'm guessing it let go and it probably just unreels itself. Like
I think it felt like it was actively somehow pushing it out. It wasn't me. It wasn't me moving. Do you get it? It's like so. They're really cool, and I really respect that people have identified this. But again, this is again. I don't want to take too many shots on the YouTube because we're reviewing cool equipment stuff. But I don't think it's anywhere near on the necessity scale, and for me it's probably still on like if I had it I actually just wouldn't do it up most times.
You wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
I mean I would quite like personally to try a bass shaker. I would like to try that.
I think
now I have my own separate place to do it in.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think from the Sim Racing Expo, I honestly think base shakers were probably like the addition that I don't have. I was like, okay, that just really adds something if it just works. I don't, and if it goes through SimHub, and now I'm using SimHub more anyway for my wheel and stuff, then okay, I get it, and it adds something, and it almost you don't necessarily need the True Force as much.
Yeah. If
you've got the base shakers, it makes more sense vibrating there rather than vibrating through the wheelbase. So I can see that. But at the end of the day, a lot of these products are for people who've got a load of money and they want to keep spending money. And there's going to be products made to take that money, and that's all absolutely fine. But I can't, with a good conscience, I wouldn't be able to. I just tell it how it is. We just, we're really honest. We're really honest with the people when we go and try their stuff. Some people at the Expo didn't like it.
Yeah.
But we just say it how it is.
Project Motor Racing.
Yeah, and we've also, and also Project Motor Racing didn't like it. I think Project Motor Racing.
I think some of Project Motor Racing didn't like it. Some of it didn't.
Maybe I think the people we spoke to were really grateful for feedback on it.
Well, yeah, I felt one of them who I spoke to really appreciated the feedback. One of them really did not.
Oh, okay.
It was like, this is it.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Well, we'll see soon. There was a sim we went on. And I was like, I don't really like this setup, and he was like, you're wrong. Okay, cool. R5 or T598. If you're on PlayStation, T598. If you're not,
R5.
If you're not, R9 maybe. For 299. Yeah. Are Turtle Beach actually a viable wheel brand? I think so. It works on Xbox. I think it's, for me, that is more at the toy end. It's more at the toy end, but that wheel could still hurt someone because you've still got direct drive. So it's not like it's
it's direct drive. It can still hurt someone. I get the point you're trying to say. That me, would it be viable at the price? No.
329.
Yeah. Why would I get that? Why wouldn't I get the R3? It just doesn't make this viable to me personally. In my opinion.
If the R3 didn't exist.
Possibly, maybe. Then the pedals aren't.
Yeah, the pedals are.
The pedals aren't.
So I think if you give someone a Thrustmaster T248R, they cannot hurt themselves with it. You could drop it on your head and you wouldn't hurt yourself. But as soon as you get something like that with shifters like that,
to be fair, this is really light.
No, but I'm saying the direct drive and the shifters on that. If you get your hand caught in, you could maybe, if you're a kid, you can maybe hurt yourself. So I wonder if actually it's a bit confusing for the market it's aimed at, where you want to give someone a toy or you want to give someone real, and you don't want to be in no man's land in the middle. Josh, thoughts on the 5090 versus 5080? 100% go 5090 if you can, because just future-proof it. If you're even possibly able to get 5090, I would get it. I think I might need to get into YouTube World to offset the hardware. We'll definitely do reviews of the 5090. I'm sure people will watch that. The main thing about 5090, like Sam Scrap, you got the 1080 Ti. That card has lasted forever because you got so much VRAM. So the 5090 will also last forever. Super Jonica as a proud console pheasant. Or peasant.
Pheasant. Yeah, he's one of those crazy little birds you get run over all the time in fields.
Are there any solutions for Base Shaker's GT7? Yes, someone in chat has them. Who in chat has the Base Shaker for GT7? Scroll up in chat. You need to have a laptop.
Yes, I remember them saying that.
John, that new Turtle Beach wheel is less power than the older one. Yeah, the older one was 7 Nm. This is like 3. Yukon says Method Logitech support 50% off codes. Very nice. I think Logitech must be taking so much market share at the moment.
Yeah, well, we've said it a lot. If you get into sim racing, it's either Logitech or THRUSTMASTER. That's the one who everyone knows. That's the one everyone trusts. When you then want to progress from it, you then find out about all the other brands. But as it stands right now, Logitech and THRUSTMASTER, in my opinion, must have the biggest market share.
Can we go back 2 and a bit years, where on the marketplace there is no T598 and there is no Logitech G Pro? There is nothing those two brands offer in the direct drive space.
Yeah.
That was a real opportunity for other brands like Moza
to come in,
and they took it. FANATEC, it was a huge opportunity and they messed it up.
Yeah.
And so, you know, even now, by the way, if Moza came out now with an R3, like now.
So we ignored the very brought it out.
Yeah. If
right
Moza
now.
just comes into marketplace now,
Yeah.
they're probably the same as PXN. You're like, okay, that's cheap. I'm a bit suspicious.
Why is that so cheap?
Why is it so cheap?
Yeah.
Because Moza came out and Moza of the FSR2, the Lamborghini wheel, they really took that opportunity.
So what you're saying is Logitech and THRUSTMASTER took too long. They missed the opportunity to bring.
Or Moza was quick or something. But now RS50, they have the options there.
Yeah.
So.
But then obviously the massive step sim racing has taken in 2.5 years anyway isn't anything to be sniffed at.
What?
Like the actual equipment, how much better it is compared to 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Is ridiculous. Wheelbase is getting smaller.
I mean, nothing on this table is available then, so...
Yeah, exactly. Wheelbase is getting smaller. Wheels are getting more complicated with more buttons, screens, lights, rumbles.
Yeah.
This Moza's got 3 paddles on the back. This has got a tiny little screen down here.
Yeah.
Little buttons. Even this over here with hundreds of buttons in it. Everything is just getting endlessly better and better and better.
So people are saying now it's fashionable for reviewers to say, we're in diminishing returns. Yeah, and I say it as well a bit as well. I'm like, 25 Newton meters, it's like, it's not that much different, 15 or 16, whatever. Actually, when you put it like you've put it, we are in a red hot state of improvement.
Yeah.
Like the fact even Turtle Beach can come out with a wheel like that.
Well, could you imagine 2.5 years ago them saying 39 Newton meter wheel?
Yeah.
And it's going to be the same size as the R9.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that 2.5 years ago?
I think it's the rims and stuff like that. It's
the rims are the ones
with
which impress me the most.
Screens on it now and everything. And other brands just nailing it with QRs. FANATEC needs to sort it out on QR front.
I don't even mind the THRUSTMASTER one. I actually generally don't even mind the THRUSTMASTer QR.
I think it doesn't inspire confidence, but when you're driving on it, and in fact, it's a great question because so many people have T598s. When you're driving on it, anyone concerned about the quick release? Turtle Beach couldn't pull the skin off a rice pudding. Bluebot says you guys work well together. Well, drop us a like and subscribe here. Make sure to subscribe to Sam's channel as well. It's first line in the description, I think. CRP owner, GT7 sensor telemetry over network. Yeah, so that's how I've done the dash as well. Moza needs to release a PS version. They absolutely need to.
I reckon if PlayStation said, here you go, they've probably got stuff ready for it.
So I don't think they can do R3 because I think the R3 actually looks like an Xbox. That's a bit...
But I suspect a brand like Moza now probably have everything all ready. If they get an email tonight...
Press a button, yeah.
They get an email tonight
It'll
from
be
Sony
airshipped here. Yeah.
From Sony saying, cool, you got your license. They're like, sweet, here you go.
Okay,
done. Within 24 hours, they're ready to go.
Let's do an experiment, okay? Moza R3, PC only, is £279, which is crazy if you think about it. $279 is even crazier. Let's say you add $100 to that for the PlayStation chip. $379 for an R3 on PlayStation
is a
eats market share.
Yeah, massively. But then, 100% it does. And I generally believe Moza and maybe not Conspit, but Moza for sure have got one good to go.
By the way, 379. Let's add SRPs there instead of SRP lights. So let's add another $100. 479.
For PlayStation sales.
Yeah. The Thrustmaster with no load cells is 529.
That's what I mean. It's ridiculous, and they would be stupid. They would be on Sony's case every week.
Yeah,
in my
you
opinion.
have to be.
I imagine they're on it all the time. They're best friends with whoever it is there. Like,
If I was Moza, I'd acquire some brand that has PlayStation compatibility.
Did they miss out when FANATEC were going through issues?
I mean, that's what Corsera's got. They've got this rock solid. You know, FANATEC is the official provider for Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
But maybe there's an old school brand out there, like a Mad Cats or something. I don't know that has a PlayStation license.
Brand,
yeah, they've still got a license in the contact.
Everyone's completely forgotten about it. Just renews it every year.
Manic says, I'm going to order the Conspit pedals. Good luck. I think if you go to simracingdiscounts.com, there's one of the resellers has a 5% discount. Worth checking. Steve, the HF8 Pro haptic seat. I don't know if you've seen this. I think it might be a track racer one or something. It's like a seat cover you put on the back, and it's got different.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. I've seen that. There was also one where it was like you wear a gilet with.
I've got that one. The
Have you got that?
OWO.
Oh, okay.
It electrocutes you.
Does it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You have to wear like sticky pads so it can properly get a good electrical connection.
Oh, I thought you were just taking the mic and
No,
saying,
it
yeah,
does.
it shorts out. And so...
No, it electrocutes you. So it electrocutes your muscles.
Okay.
So actually, it's really good in like the small of your back.
Is it like some massage seat going?
No, it's not. It's a very fine sensation of revving the engine, for example.
Yeah.
You can feel it very finely, and then you can have it like here, it's like crash like this. I have videos on it. CRP bought the Moza KS wheel plus control adapter and quick release the RS50. Oh, very nice. So CRP is on Logitech RS50, but going to use the Moza KS with the adapter. Definitely put a picture of that in the Discord, because that is a pretty interesting strat there to get the Moza KS.
It's out there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use the USB cable. Have you double checked? Does Moza KS USB cable work? It does have a port, doesn't it? Let's check for you. Moza KS. It's got some sort of port on the back. Oh yeah, so you've got the control thing. Embrace an open ecosystem with compatibility across all Moza non-wireless bases and third-party wheelbases
Okay.
via our Moza Universal Hub. So I'm guessing your FSR also has a port on the back. I don't know if you've noticed it. In fact, we have an FSR here. It's got like an Ethernet port on the back. I'm guessing that goes into the Moza Universal
I
Hub.
haven't even looked. You know that? I've not even once looked for that.
Carl's got the La Prima pedals. Let us know why you went La Prima with ASETEK. And you didn't wait for the ASETEK Black Friday sale, my friend. Let's see. Black is hitting the like button, very nice. Dan would buy Moza straight. Let us know in the chat. Let us know if you'd buy Moza for PlayStation. Like, let us know if you do it, because we can put it to them. Chris, all my equipment is Moza, but I think you're spot on with time when it came into the market. Camille, Kirith can't decide and want to order tomorrow. G Pro wheelbase or RS50 wheelbase. I would go RS50.
I'd agree.
I do think the G Pro pedals are better, but
G Pro, just to clarify,
11.
Use that at yours.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
Cool. I would go RS50 then.
I go RS50, but I do want to say I think the G Pro pedals are better. But I would go RS50. You're going to save quite a lot of cash. Beaches, are the ASETEK La Prima handles or regular for the Forte? So we got one there, that Forte, if you can reach it. Is that the one we always drop? Close to.
Do you want to change of table there?
I think it's going to be too difficult. Stuff's going to put on the floor. So these are the... I believe these are the LMP handles, right? Oh, this is prototype number 1.
This is from the G29. I used to run G29. I made my own.
So I've had the questions we have had is how is the suede on these? I think the suede is really nice on this.
Yeah, it does feel nice.
We did have issues putting on the handles, remember? didn't we ask the CEO and he was like, why did you have an issue? And we were like, oh, sorry. But then there is...
I'm sorry, sir.
But then we did say to him, hey, why do you do the magnet so you always scratch him? And he was like, oh yeah, sorry, it's difficult to do. We were like, that's silly.
But he knew it was an issue.
Yeah.
Because as soon as we said...
We're like, we knew that you're going to scratch it. We're not just that stupid.
Yeah. It makes sense.
But anyway, I would Forte Formula Pro, one of my best and favourite wheels of the year. It's not this one, it's the one that comes with a really nice screen on it. Yeah, Black has got the link to the Discord. It's simracingdiscord.com. Simracingdiscord.com. That's my website. Simracingdiscounts.com. That's my website.
Discord. Or Sim Racing Discord.
Yeah, that's my website.
Sim Racing Discord
Yeah,
as well? Okay.
yeah. Simracingdiscounts and also simracenews.com. Any other ones? Any other ones I should get?
Simracingaccessories.com.
Exactly.
Simracingfluffywheels.com.
It's like easy. You know, EasyJet have like a billion websites. Chile has the SimLab pedals. Do you think the Moza and Booster is a lot better? I mean, the SimLab pedals are pretty good load cell pedals, but the Moza and Booster is active pedal. So it's the only other active pedal on the market other than SimCade. Looking to get the wheel with the screen, will the suede wear out? I don't know, because we haven't used it long to know the suede's going to wear out. But I would say you could always replace the handles.
Yes, that is a nice choice.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously with the old Porsche rim here, you couldn't.
Yeah. But the Forte Formula Pro, for me, and I said it to the CEO, I said, why have you done this? Because it makes the Invicta just kind of pointless. And he said, but the Invicta is assembled by a nice lady in Denmark. If you don't care about it being assembled by a nice lady in Denmark, get the Forte Formula Pro. That's all I'm going to say. It's a very, very, very nice wheel. And I want to see what ASETEK are going to be doing on Black Friday. Because if ASETEK have a big opportunity here, because that wheel is so good, and because people kind of trust ASETEK, if they can do a bundle with that and the Forte, or even the La Prima base, you can upgrade it now to like 15 Newton meters or something. Does anyone like the look of ASETEK? Will you let us know what you think?
I will tell you that for some reason, I don't actually like the ASETEK stuff.
No, that's not for a lot of people. Do. A lot of people
don't like them, and I don't know why. I can't particularly tell you why. I just not a massive fan. And I honestly, they work fine. They do everything I ever want them to do, but it's just something about the light. Maybe it's the mixture of the forged carbon on the back and the normal carbon. There's just something.
That is weird. Like, that's weird. You know what it's very different to? Asher, you look at it.
They run that nice CNC
billet aluminium all over. You look at it, every angle, you're like, this is solid. And I've taken it apart, and it's solid. Even the Mustang VPG, I know we're talking about grand wheels now, that's just full carbon everywhere. Yeah. But this, you look at it from different angles. And also, I don't know where the ignition wheel is. Let's not get...
I'm not going to go up again.
Okay.
Why am I? Is it there?
Yeah, we have to get the ignition wheel because it's so controversial. I don't think the ignition finish is as nice as this finish.
That's the
same. I don't understand why it's so fussy about materials doing with use gloves. I use a Forte Formula Pro without gloves. I also use my Sim-cade wheel without gloves.
Whereas I won't drive my Sim without gloves.
Yeah. Abba Fett says, I have the Forte woolen base in daily use. It's great. Okay.
Also, Enchilla said it's ugly. And Kyle Halford says
I love the look. There we go. Right. That carbon, that forged carbon, is that the same? No. This has a slight texture to it.
Yeah, I feel this is like hydro dipped. But I could be wrong.
There's something slightly more premium about this one than on the ignition. I just think, chat, did they just miss the mark on the styling? Can we break this down? Can we be like really empirical about it? I think the way the D-pad looks. Firstly, ASETEK always sends you a load of really nice stickers. I never put them on.
Yep.
This wheel looks absolutely fine to me without stickers. I don't think that wheel looks nice without stickers.
No, it's too plain.
So maybe they should have pre-stickered it, or but that's kind of our bad. Maybe we should stick it up. I don't think that the D-pad and the button placement, it looks.
Ugly duck.
The big start-stop. And there's something about this bit here. There's something about it. And also just the Ignition logo being black.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane to me. Like, if I hold this here, can't read that.
When you hold it at that angle, I think that's the best angle I've seen of that wheel. Like, it's when you hold it straight up.
Yeah, this angle here is horrendous.
Chat, what do we think? Be honest in the chat. Looks like an electric car wheel. Baba Fett, the Forte feels much better in the hand than the first look. Looks like a toy from the outside. Would you consider giving away bundles? I do giveaways. People always ask me about giveaways. I just gave away a Nacon controller, but people don't enter it. So
it looks like arse.
I've given away rigs. I gave away like 3 Logitech G Pros last year. I gave away an RS50 a few weeks ago. Some of the content just doesn't get, like when I post a giveaway, it just goes out. Even like the 23-hour stream, I'm sure it doesn't go out to everyone. I'm sure there's loads more people would love to just hang out. If you like, there's how many people watching now? Those famous last words. Let's commit. There's 81 people watching now. We never hit 81 people watching on the
on that stream.
On the iRacing
it was
stream.
like 30.
So if you like this, you're going to also love just chatting with us while we happen to be racing for 23 hours. So that I'm sure there's some. Let me know in the chat. Did anyone not get a notification about the 23-hour race this weekend? We did 3 streams. Chiller says Bavarian and Asher the best looking ones. I think Asher. I completely get Bavarian as well. Bavarian's nice. Looks like Sam's holding a remote control.
One of the Wii controllers. Do you remember them?
Yeah. The boys, I got the wheel from Logitech, but I couldn't afford pedals or shifter, so I used my Logitech G25. Pedals seem to work, but the shifter doesn't. I don't know. Is it officially supported with the adapter? I'm glad the pedals are working though. Josh is wanting an upgrade from my pedal system, being the V&M pedals. Unsure about the 3K Australian for SimuCube. I mean, a SimuCube active pedal is endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's endgame. V&M pedals I don't know too much about, but I know V&M is highly rated. So Genio, I just don't like them, whether I want, because CA seems like a top guy. And Manic, don't like them, don't like real wheels. So yeah, Manic didn't get one. It's a bit of a shame, but it's also quite nice and chill. But it would be nice to be streaming that to a few hundred people. But we'll be doing more. I'm sure we'll be doing Daytona and stuff like that as well. Non-Flynn likes my kidney more than active pedals. Thing is about active. There was so I was struggling to drive.
You only need one kidney.
Yeah, one kidney, one pedal. You had to get both pedals. There was a moment with this car whilst I was really struggling, and I was able to, in the SimuCube software, really actually increase the brake travel, and that gave me a lot more modularity in the brake interface.
I understand the active pedals. I understand all the things they can do. At no point have I ever thought, yeah, these are going to make me better, until I drove that Caddy. And we struggled so much at the start with braking.
Yeah.
At no point have I ever thought, they're cool, but I've never thought they're not more than a novelty until I drove that Caddy around Zolder. Which, sorry, slightly off topic. Next couple of 100 races, MX-5s at Zolder.
Oh, I've got to do it then.
2 weeks time.
I'll do it. I'm in there for that one.
You have to do it.
We've
done a lot of laps around Zolder.
I was tempted after the race to just jump on and do a few qualifying laps and see if I could do like a 1 minute 30. But yeah, the other thing on that point is like, I just wonder. It was also nice to have the freedom to just change some stuff. It was just, I don't know if you were the same with your kart sometimes, maybe not, but you just change something and just see.
I do it with my son.
Yeah.
To see why he's still learning, to actually see if he can tell me what this does. Like if I just go from easy steer to regular steer.
Yeah.
Essentially like bumping up the Newton meters in a sim sort of way. Can he tell the difference?
So that's what I found with the pedals in that car. I was like, oh, I understand the ABS now.
Yeah.
I understand that sometimes I was coming off the brake too much. So I wanted to have a longer travel. I was like, oh, I can get this nice trail braking that can pitch the car in more. And when I changed the brake pressure all in the software. So
so like I said, I've always thought it's just a novelty.
Yeah.
Here you go, give me all your money, novelty. That's the only time I felt it could have been good, and it probably did help you. And the way you're going through saying what's changed, like I wanted shorter travel, I wanted more resistance at the start, less resistance at the end of the travel. I can understand it now.
Yeah.
But originally, I always just thought it was a.
I think it's because I've never had to try and understand the car more than that car. Because there was a point I was like, I won't be able to drive this car.
Yeah.
And by the end, we all drove it.
I would drive that car again.
Yeah.
100% I would drive that car
So maybe
again.
it was just there's many different ways to roam, and like, Nathan would have been doing it a different way. He's like really in the setup. I think maybe he went down some crazy path of the setup because we ended up doing a different one. But
we ended on Murray's, didn't we?
Yeah, but what he was doing, he was also learning about, and he was fast on it. So as many, just being able to like experiment, it would be very painful if you were not able to change the setup of that car or change any aspect of your setup.
If we couldn't change the setup, it would have been horrendous.
Yeah.
I would not have had a good 23 hours.
Yeah. MTLA likes the look of metal, CNC than carbon. You like Asher then, for sure.
I would agree with that comment. I like the CNC.
Was flicking between you and Jimmer at the weekend. Very nice. Little Studios torn between the Moza R3 and the PXM VD4. I think we have a VD4 or a VD6 in for review. So you can wait for that if you want, because you know us. We're just going to tell you how it is. I feel like the R3, we're happy with the R3 for the price.
Yeah.
279 on PC.
Yeah, it was nice, Dan, to actually be able to be part of it, because it is all such such a great cause.
Yeah.
And to actually be part of the whole event was amazing. To have the whole event run flawlessly was amazing. To see Jimmy doing all his forfeits was amazing.
Yeah.
In general, it's such... You understand why it's such a popular event. When you, I mean, that's our second... Well, it's my second time doing it. I think it's your second as well?
Third, maybe.
Third, okay. You can understand why it's so popular. And once, as we said on stream as well, I said on stream, I don't know if you were there at the time, it's such an unspoken problem for men.
For men especially, yeah.
For men especially, such an unspoken problem. To have it put out to such a big, massive community is amazing.
Yeah.
And it makes the whole 23 hours worthwhile. And would I do it again? 100%.
100%.
Did we donate? Yes, we did. It was all worth it.
So, yeah, I mean, I think almost £500,000 raised charity overall.
Yeah,
all
I
of the
think
events.
450 over 7 years, which is ridiculous.
And also, it's nice to really play your part. Like, we were in the battle for the lead, really, at the end. And we're donating ourselves. Other people are donating to give us penalties.
Yeah.
And forfeits and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's great to do our part to contribute to it.
Yeah, and it is an unspoken issue. And I know I've kind of gone off, but it is an unspoken issue, which is serious.
Yeah. So next year we'll do a bit more promotion about it, because it would be good to have like more people. The more people we can have watching it on our channel will also, I think, enable that a little bit. Sim Racer Conspit pedals 279. Yeah, Sam wants to get them. Apex CPP Apex pedals. What are ASETEK Thorpe 2 pedals like? Those are the hydraulic ASETEK pedals. I don't know where they are.
That one, I can see it.
Very short travel. Very short travel. Very good pedals. £1,000.
Do they compare to 269?
I think Josh is looking at pedals, basically. That's what I'm getting. I would still rate the active pedal over it, though. Bot's got Logitech Wheelbase and hub, as you recommended, across the 3 systems. Very nice. I've been saying to people, if you're not sure, if you get the 3-system one, maximum resale value. If you get the one that works on Xbox and PlayStation, let's say Project Motor Racing kicks off on Xbox, that wheel is going to have really good resale value. Welcome to Short Eel and Gaming Channel. Alex says, personally, I think the FANATEC Porsche Vision GT is the best looking overall. First person to say that.
This one looks really nice with this old squiggle on the top.
Taylor Pascal
Verlaine.
Verlaine. Pascal Verlaine, Porsche champion. Do you know Porsche are going to run 2 factory teams of Formula E?
Yeah, they're going to be having 4 cars.
So they pulled out of WEC, and they're going to run 4 cars in Formula E.
Formula E, yeah.
But Formula E, that's going to be a 22 or 24 car grid. Fingers crossed we'll do... We've been meaning to... We should go to Formula E race this year. We should go to Formula E race this year.
For what?
Formula E race.
Yeah.
We should go to Berlin.
Go... No, we've been Germany. Go somewhere.
Monaco. That was Monaco last year. Honestly, Formula E at Monaco is legitimately better than Formula 1. Like,
however, I would say, in my opinion, that's probably the only place it's better than Formula.
Did you see what I did with Taylor Barnard? Visualize a lap, and then he puts it on pole as a rookie at McLaren.
You're taking the credit, are you?
I'm taking credit. He's now driving for DS.
I would stand by that Formula E at Monaco is the only place that is better than Formula.
London is just a madness. I've been to London 3 times. I've been to London 4 times in my life for Formula E, and every time it's been absolutely insane. I cannot tell you the drama. Watching Pascal Wehrlein win there was insane because the Jaguar boys were both ahead of him, and the Jaguar boys just messed it up.
Yeah, that was on the qualifying. No.
Okay, so 3.
Yeah, the qualifying they messed up.
So 3 years ago, Nick Cassidy is driving for Envision, Jaguar customer team. Mm-hmm. He's dominated the season pretty much. He just needs to get a decent point at, in the London finale. Jake Dennis is like in contention, but he's a bit far behind. Basically, Sebastian Buemi, who's Nick Cassidy's teammate, obviously from Formula 1, goes completely off script, takes out Nick Cassidy, and Jake Dennis wins the title at home, which is quite cool. British driver wins it at home.
Yeah.
In one of those races, there's a 4-hour red flag because it's raining outside. So it's raining heavily outside, but it's an indoor-outdoor circuit. Yeah. So anyway, that's crazy. And then 2 years ago, Jaguar have had the best car all season. You've got Mitch Evans, who's Jaguar's boy, and Nick Cassidy. So 2 New Zealand drivers. Yeah. Cassidy, I don't know if you was winning the championship by a long way. In Portland, which is a race before, he's in the lead of the race at Portland, and he spins out from the lead on the last lap by himself. And I asked him about it in the interview, and he said, I can't talk about it. So anyways...
I can't tell you, I'm too ashamed.
A bit cheeky to ask him. So Mitch Evans and Nick Cassidy go in head-to-head in the last race, and basically they don't do team orders properly, and somehow Pascal Wehrlein...
ends up.
And Pascal Wehrlein's teammate, Antonio Felix da Costa in Porsche, who's now driving for Jaguar, he takes out Nick Cassidy. So Pascal's teammate takes out Cassidy. Pascal
that
wins
sounds very DTM like.
Yeah, Pascal wins championship. By the way, who should have won the championship that year? Oliver Rowland should have won the championship. He's leading in Misano, and his battery runs out on the last lap. So he misses out 25 points there, and then he's ill in Portland. So he should have won that championship. Last season...
There's all these sub-stories going on.
Yeah. Last season, Oliver Rowland wins a championship. Mm-hmm. So Oliver Rowland is the current Formula E champion, but you wouldn't know. Which is crazy. Mm-hmm. We're in Britain. Oliver Rowland, OK3 kart. What's his karting team?
It used to be ORM.
ORM.
But he shut it down.
Yeah, so he's huge in the UK. Like, he's huge in the karting scene, right? And like...
Used to be the second biggest cadet team in the whole country.
He, like, Taylor Barnard, I think, was part of his setup and stuff like that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So, like, he's a huge figure in the UK, like, actual scene. You wouldn't know that he's a FIA Formula E champion. And I think that's pretty insane. Like, I think that's... The same with Pascal. Pascal's a pretty understated guy.
Massively.
But he's the youngest ever DTM champion, which is insane in DTM. Because you think in DTM, you're up against, like, big... in their 30s,
Bavarian.
Like, yeah, but like think of like touring cars in the UK, like going up against Plato and Shedden and Reed, and you win that as like the youngest guy. Like these guys will bully you off the track. So he won that. Then it goes into Formula One as part of the Mercedes setup, which is insane because Mercedes got Hamilton, Rosberg, and then to imagine being part of that setup. Goes to Marussia, actually scores points from Marussia, which is insane. Actually breaks his wrist at the Race of Champions. And he's at Sauber pre-season, which means Giovinazzi, I think, comes in and Giovinazzi just takes a seat. So insane, like, story. No one really knows that he's a Formula E world champion. So, you know, Taylor Barnard comes in as a rookie last season in Formula E, puts it on pole at Monaco. In, like, whatever you think about Formula E at Monaco, like, is 5 seconds off the pace of Formula 1, you still have people like Jean-Eric Vergne, Pascal Wehrlein, Oliver Rowland, like Sebastian Buemi, all these big drivers, Lucas Di Grassi, competing against you for pole, and he's a rookie and he puts it on pole for McLaren. We're pulling out of the sport. There's a lot of big stories.
But racing drivers, essentially, rookie or not, should still do their job.
But he's beasting Sam Bird, and Sam Bird is like...
I get the fact you got rookie, but he's not essentially a rookie. Rookie...
Well, he's only done F2. He's gone F2.
Yeah, I understand that, but you say he's only done F2, but he's probably done F3. And he's probably done 10 years of karting before that. Racing isn't new to it. You'd expect this guy, when you get to that level, rookie or not...
Are you saying that with also a sense of the newer generation have done more. They're more advanced in their training and their sim
100%.
work, and
A
so they're more
modern
inclined.
racing driver,
It's stacked more for them as well.
yeah, compared to 10 years ago. Obviously, 20 years ago, modern racing drivers had unlimited testing.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different then. But to 10 years ago, ridiculous. But yeah, I wouldn't expect a rookie nowadays to come in and fumble around. They should already be the made product, ready to go.
Well, let's see. Dan ticked him as well. I completely forget. Dan Titson Formula E won in China or somewhere, and put it on pole in London, if I remember as well. So interviewed him in Monaco. It's pretty cool. Okay, so what have we got here? Chilla, who's about to launch a partnership with Moza? Is it Bavarian or Asher? We saw, I think top secret, we saw Bavarian have a USB pass-through thing with Moza. Top secret, don't tell anyone. But something's going on there, which is pretty cool. Racecraft, what's your thoughts on the fall of arcade race and the rise of sim races? I think it feels like everything wants to be a sim. Games are ashamed of being a... Yeah.
About an hour ago we said this.
Yeah.
They all seem to be scared that they'll have no viability. They'll have no people wanting to race it that way.
Manic says, I hate electric cars. No sound, no smell, there's fast. I disagree. You can hear the sound of them hitting the curbs. It's a different sound. Yeah. And also, I would rate that comment a lot more if Formula 1 still had V8s, V10s, blown diffusers, whatever. But it doesn't. Formula 1 doesn't sound that good these days.
You're right. But then also, I know everyone's like, oh, I love the V8s, V10s. How many times have these people actually stood trackside and not be able to hear for 2 or 3 days afterwards? Anything but ringing.
But then Formula E is great because we could go to Formula E race and we can sit in the grandstand and we can hear the tyres and we can hear them hitting the barriers and everything.
Now, don't get me wrong, I do prefer the noise. But the whole V8, V10, everyone's like, oh, it sounded so good. No, it didn't. It definitely...
It sounded good on TV.
It sounded good on TV.
Yeah.
On TV, it sounded amazing. In real life, it was horrendous because you couldn't hear anything apart from that. It was awesome that you could hear it coming from 500 miles away.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it destroyed your ears. It was too loud to do anything. It gave you headaches. It gave you tinnitus and stuff like that.
It also was a bit disorientating. Like when you go to the grandstand, back then, it was a bit. You could feel, and this is sounding like a pro. I'll say it was very intense, right? But again, I do.
But on TV, it used to sound great. In real life, it was same as that Mazda 787B.
I've never seen it in real life. So.
No, neither have I. But on YouTube TV, it sounds great. But then, I can imagine in real life, it's horrendous.
Chilo, I'm a bit sad that Antonio went to Jaguar. I'm glad. Well, Antonio at Jaguar does not seem like a good fit to me, honestly. But we'll see. I was very lucky this time last year. I went with Jaguar to Sao Paulo to the reveal of their car on the top of a skyscraper in Sao Paulo.
Nice.
Sam couldn't make it, unfortunately. It was great. I enjoyed it. Maybe this year we'll see.
Hopefully.
How about visiting all the BTC's racetracks? If you guys want to see it, like in all seriousness, if we did like a don't know what you call it, like if we're not doing it now, just to be clear, but like if you were like, oh, if people donate like 60 quid, then we're covered. We'll go to BTCC and we'll stream it.
Yeah. You
can see something like that working.
No,
you don't want to go BTCC.
No, I'm fine. Go BTCC. And there's loads of people I'll be able to catch up with, but. Thank you.
Josh, congrats on news, baby. Oh, very nice. 14 years apart. Wow. You got help. You got childcare help then, basically built in.
Yeah.
I like it. Manix, work on them on full-time petrol head. Oh, okay. So what cars do you work on? SC says, not speaking very nicely about V8s and V10s. What are you doing if you're not a petrol head? I think you just piped up. You've been watching all stream.
Quiet the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
I said one thing which he disagrees with. That's it.
But I mean,
I stand firm on what I said.
I really liked double diffuser V8s in like I remember went to Monaco 13 or something. Whenever it was, I just sounded so alien. And then when the V6s, the F2s allowed it. That's not right.
Yeah.
This goes in a little bit, and like I talked about on the channel a few times about in sim racing the spectrum between immersion and racing.
Yeah.
I think in Formula 1 there's also a bit of a spectrum. It's like, do you want it to be the most advanced racing Formula on the planet? If so, V6 hybrids are very advanced. Or do you just want it to sound like insane? And they're not necessarily compatible.
Well, that was the whole thing. Years ago when it first came in, they tried to the trumpets on the back of the exhaust, didn't they, to make it louder?
And tested it.
They tested it.
So what do you think about next year? I know that we know this is a sim racing show live, but we talk about anything. What do you think about next year? Apparently they're going to sound terrible next year.
Who knows? With all these new rules and everything. But you won't be able to watch testing.
Barcelona? You want to go down?
It's all behind closed doors. Oh, you can go in person, but it's not on TV or anything like that.
Should we go to Barcelona? It's in January. It's end of January. It's end of January, and season starts beginning of March, Australia. Barcelona first, and they go off to Bahrain.
But neither,
Do you want to go to Barcelona? Chat, what do we think?
Maybe.
Surely they're going to
Is it going to be warm? No, it's not. It's not being televised. It's all behind closed doors.
Surely they do a test of their equipment to test it's all working for the season.
Why, they know what they're doing.
Well, that's a big opportunity for us. Chat, if you want us to go, we'll do some sort of whip round close to the time. It's very. We were going to go to Barcelona to see a brand actually, so we're due. Angela says V10 on TV was the best. Camille, last question: if I buy the RS50 and the RS50 hub, do I need the Logitech racing adapter to be able to use the Pro racing pedals? I don't believe you need. Hang on. Just have a look what USB connection the Pro pedals are and what USBs on the back of the RS50. Dan, Loki, just want to thank you to both of you. Don't sound cliche, but going through a bad patch and watching this year's. No worries. We know that you like the streams. Feel free to share the streams on the forums and stuff. Anyone who wants to ask questions, like we're not aware there's anyone else doing this.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you have any equipment you want to see for next time, if we've got it around, not even next time, if we got it around with us, it's all around. I can get it.
Chile doesn't want a new Formula E in Formula 1. You can't have it because Formula E has an exclusive license on certain level of electrification. SE says blown diffusers are amazing. I love the blown diffusers. And also the Sing drivers use the F Dutch just like
all these little novel things, same as the
DAS.
DAS. That was the thing. Just to see stuff like that, all these little novel out the box thinking.
Apparently there was a big one in Sao Paulo Sprint. They all did something about the plank.
Okay.
Yeah. They did some flexi stuff on their titanium skid block so it wouldn't wear down the plank.
Well, I know that's how obviously the flexi wings are done because it's how they lay the carbon in what direction they run it is how much it flexes. So it makes sense it works on other materials as well. Yeah,
it's Formula 1 testing starts in January. Racecraft, sad that, I mean, if any luck, we might get invited to some car launches. It'd be pretty cool. Sad that Jordan Pepper left Lambo. BMW's roster now is just ridiculously stacked. Is it Laurent Vantour or Dries Vantour? They got one of the Vantours. They've got Robin Friends. They've got Jordan Pepper. Like BMW has a ridiculous stat. But also, let's not forget, Lamborghini left WEC and IMSA.
Yeah.
Porsche left WEC. Insane. The Porsche 963, to me, is the hypercar. Like when I think of hypercar, I think Porsche 963. Yeah. I felt like they carried it.
Toyota as well. I always think of Toyota.
Maybe, yeah. So the Toyota, to be fair, they've got to do revision surely. Toyota has a special place because they started it. But I feel like when we talk about this resurgence of hypercar with Ferrari, with Peugeot, I think of the 963 seem to be available for customers. Yeah. Porsche putting a lot of budget behind it,
and they just cut it.
And I could almost sense it makes sense the Porsche Taycan and all these things there's a linkage that goes up to 963, and then they canned it in WEC, and they haven't canned it in IMSA, and they're going to run two teams in Formula E. That's going to really annoy endurance fans because you're going to have the Porsche drivers. Is it Estre? Who else is in the Porsche? Is it the other Vantour was in the Porsche? Same. Mechanic, all makes, really hate Land Rovers and Jags. Well, good luck. Good job they're not making them currently. The most had to do new exams to work on electric. I say the speed of the Mark is insane.
Off the mark.
CRPN has got an RS50 Pro Wheel, Pro Pedals, handbrake. No need for adapter. There we go.
Nice.
That's smart. Again,
go for it.
I think the Pro pedals are better than the RS pedals, so that's smart. Dries Vantour and the BMW. Yeah, the BMW lineup is just ridiculous.
Okram, what should he get? The T598 for €420 or the GTDD Pro FN?
How are you getting GTDD
500?
Pro for €500?
And why is the FANATEC name so long? Still,
Yeah, but
why?
I wasn't aware it was available that cheap. So if you let us know, Manic, it's nice to do the stuff. Just chill and chat. Yeah, that's why we do it. That's why we do it. Almost 2 hours we've gone for today, which is insane. Yeah, so Porsche lost $1 billion. So I feel like they had to make, and
they had to make some cuts somewhere.
I've interviewed the head of Porsche Motorsport, Thomas Loudenbach, and he is.
Could you imagine if they got into Formula One and then pulled out again?
Well,
Like
Audi. I mean, Audi's part of that, isn't it?
Yeah, true. They seem to be solid. By the way, one of Audi's aero people bought some of my stuff the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
It's going to be in the F1 car.
I wish, but no, on his karting. So.
Oh, there's been a massive sprocket failure on the Audi.
It was
Who's second driver for Audi?
It's
Bortoleto.
Bortoleto and Hulkenberg, isn't it?
I didn't know Bortoleto being confirmed. We're all confirmed, like Cadillacs. The stuff is being shipped to Australia this week.
Perez,
Bottas.
yeah.
The ancient lineup, but yeah.
At least you'll be able to find out who's the better number 2 eventually. Really.
I feel like Perez have got a point to prove. Well, what a lifeline for Perez. Imagine he's just cutting about in the Cadillac, like doing long stints. And
I think it's both of them have just seen it as a last hurrah.
Imagine if Perez is doing better than the second Red Bull. That's redemption.
It'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Kevin Estre and Lawrence drive for Porsche, but surely they're not going to drive Porsche anymore because there's no hypercar in WEC, so they're up for grabs. Do you think Forza is a prime example of proper Sim-cade? I think Gran Turismo is a prime example. I actually think Forza, this is going to sound controversial. For me, Forza is a little bit more sim than Gran Turismo because Gran Turismo is like on rails. Forza, the car slides about a little bit. So therefore, you can do a lot more stuff with the setup in Forza.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they're both on the Sim-cade. But I think Gran Turismo is really about pure racing for me, pure driving. Second Red Bull better than the first. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, there's going to be lots. Ford are doing their Red Bull release, I think, 15th of January, something like that. It's going to be thick and fast
have they
in
been
January.
released now?
Sorry?
Have they been released now?
The dates?
Yeah.
The Red Bull one has. They'll be in America. Aston will be here. Williams will be in London normally. Mercedes, McLaren, they'll be here.
McLaren will be at the MTC.
Yeah, so fingers crossed, given I've been at the MTC a few times this year, might get some invitation in the post. Maybe not. We'll see. But we've done some big watch-alongs. I'm going to be doing Las Vegas watch-alongs this weekend. Probably 3 a.m. or something ridiculous.
4 a.m. I thought it was.
My days.
4 a.m.
4 a.m. on a Sunday night.
That's alright, you'll be awake anyway.
Yeah. Last year F1 event was cool. I did not get an invite to that. F1 75.
And you can see how much it hurt him. Look.
I mean, considering I've done so much F1 stuff this year, I've worked with Ferrari, worked with Pironi, done so many with motorsport and autosport. I would say a leading voice in the Formula One watch-along scene.
A leading voice?
Yeah, leading voice.
Wow, that is a bold claim.
Yeah.
A leading voice.
I would say also a triple threat across the short form, long form, and live. Chat, this is why I need
Maybe they can't keep up with the Formula E, the Formula One.
I just don't have the pull on the likes front. Like if we were on 500 likes here, I just need to like.
I don't think he gets a choice, Dan.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets a choice.
Oh, Blue Bottles count down the hours from my T598 is delivered tomorrow.
Oh,
Very
nice.
Was that the 366? I genuinely think like if that was 366 of Amazon, you can't
It's
go
a great
wrong.
price.
Because
It's a great price. And to be fair, you will notice the difference straight away between belt or gear, whatever you want to direct drive.
one of our most
you
common
will
questions
enjoy it.
is like, I'm on a G29, is it going to be and we're like, yes it is. It is going to be a massive difference.
And then after that,
Yeah,
it gives you a bit of time to
gives you a bit
save
of
up
time.
for the new
Yeah.
Thrustmaster load cell.
You know, yeah, load cell pedals. Also, the resale value on T598 is surely going to be decent because people in the new year are going to be wanting to buy a full set. Was hoping the Simagic Rally will be on sale. I don't know too much about Simagic Rally sale. Simnet or FANATEC V3 pedals. So we've used Simnet and we have V3s. to me, they're very similar. I think the V3s are more stylish, personally. But the SimNet pedals are... They're Husqvarna clones.
Yeah.
Indigo Lime rig. That's the Genius rig.
Yeah.
How many kg of force you set the pedals? There's definitely movement on the pedals at the moment, 100%. Part of that is me, because I'm swapping and changing so much. Part of it is that I just feel like the way it works is there's just going to be some flex because it's not...
Yeah.
There's not too many points of contact, and they needs to slide up, back and down. So for me, I think that's probably the point to be aware of in that rig, is that you're going to have flex in the pedals. Do we work for any media outlets apart from the channel? No. I mean, sometimes I do like, you know, I'll do stuff with Motorsport or do stuff with Formula E. But otherwise, no. Load cell pedals next, yeah, 2026.
Yes. 100%.
Can we have a pedal camera next stream? I totally should have a pedal camera for my active pedals. I mean, that's just a no-brainer.
We could get pedals on here. Not now. It's, I mean, we've been doing it for over 2 hours.
Yeah.
But next stream, put pedals. I'm normally in charge of setting up the desk here.
Yeah.
I will put pedals on here.
Next week, we'll do a pedal special stream. We've almost had 1,000 views on this stream, which is quite high for us. And we're just over 2 hours. Let's just do quick fire questions and then we'll wrap it. What limit did you set the R25? I don't really know how it works in iRacing because it says like 250 Newton meters.
Oh, the upside down where you turn it Newton meters down and it goes up.
So we have it, to be clear, we have it full in the in Pit House, and then we limited it in iRacing to like, there's a sliding scale that doesn't make any sense to me. If it makes sense to anyone, then let me know. Yeah, next stream we can also one of us, or we can swap, can be on Rally or something. We've done that before. But these streams are really all about you guys. Like, this is not proven. This is not a format that we've stolen from anyone. It's just
not funded.
It's not funded. There's no big company behind this. It's just we come here and we just chat about sim racing gear. What cameras and software do we use? I'm using Sony cameras mainly. 34-inch widescreen versus 42-inch 4K.
Ultra wide.
I go ultra wide. Yeah.
Try and get ultra wide if you can.
Yeah.
And curved. I prefer curved. I always found it weird looking at a flat screen.
I doubt we'll have a Christmas special, but we need to do the awards. So we need to pick up the awards. You can see in the bottom. It's been scrolling. I think we need to set ourselves, Sam, that we need to achieve something by the end of next stream. So maybe we need by the end of next stream, we need to have the products in each of the categories.
Yes.
Because we've got categories already. So next stream, we're going to set the products, and I'm going to go out and poll. I'm going to poll viewers on YouTube, but I'm also going to do a judges vote or something, where I'm going to send it to the CEOs of the sim racing companies. In an anonymous form, they can...
In an anonymous... Don't tell us.
And they'll have, like, I don't know, 20%
exactly
of the votes. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be a bit like Eurovision. Like, you're not going to know...
Love a bit of Eurovision for how much they hate us.
Yeah, and then we'll work out how we reveal it. Have I tried Vicha? I need to get back to them. They want to send me a pair of glasses, so we'll see. From a 2.5 CSL, is a DD going to have... Isn't the 2.5 the Club Sport?
Yes, that is what Nathan uses. That is what I use.
No, he's using CSL Elite.
Which is 2.5. CSL Elite's 2.5.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought 2.5 was Club Sport.
Hey, maybe I don't know what Nathan's using.
Nathan's probably in chat. Nathan, what are you using? Let us know. But yeah, I mean, the average view duration on these streams is insane. We see you guys. We know that you're liking it. Yeah, that's.
So what's he got? CSL?
No, that's Club Sport. It literally says Club Sport.
Heck.
What's your go-to car in LMU? Maybe the McLaren. It's free. Maybe the McLaren. Are we getting a Genius review? I think we have reviewed it, haven't we?
What?
The Genius rig.
Yeah.
We've reviewed it. We've done quite a few videos on it. I'm pretty
but
sure
it was called Indigo Lime.
Yeah, it was called Indigo Lime. Would it be worth going from the Moza R5 to the R9? If you're on an R5, it's probably more worth going to CRP2. If you're on an R5 bundle, if you buy an R9, it's going to cost you $299. The CRP2 pedals are $349 for $50 more. I feel like I'd rather be on an R5 with CRP2 pedals than be on an R9 with SRP light pedals.
Pedals, as much as the upgrade from belt to direct drive and all that stuff is, pedals ultimately will be the thing which makes you faster.
Yeah, it's and learning your trail braking, all these kinds of things.
But
you don't need to work. If you're driving well, you don't need to work do all that much.
The load cells is what will make 99% of people faster.
Can you check out FANATEC CSL DD bundle right now? So that's a PC one. Should I go with FANATEC and Moza R5?
Or the T598.
Or T598. You can check. FANATEC have done a page where you can see what deals are coming. So we're going to end the stream shortly. I did release a video today on Moza deals, so definitely go and check that out. I'm going to put a link, a comment if you haven't seen it, because I go through the whole Moza website and all of their deals. So I'm going to search Moza Black Friday. If you want to keep watching content like this, go check it out. Black Friday sales are here. And there's some. I basically create my own bundle in it. I created a cheeky. Okay, so Sam, which means to say this. I created an R9 bundle, R9 base, CRP2s, Moza KS wheel, $800 or $890.
KS wheel is the one when you took apart.
Yes.
Yes, it's a great setup.
So it's because people are saying, "What's a good
for
setup?"
£800. Yeah, that would be a.
People saying,
phenomenal.
"What's a good setup for under $1,000?"
Yeah. That would be a phenomenal.
Right. Thanks for joining, everyone. Make sure you're subscribed to both of our channels. I think we should be able to do the collaboration thing on these videos.
Yeah.
In the future, so you should be able to see it. And last question, Arch. What do I get within a £650 budget? 8 Nm for Xbox with a GT3 or Formula wheel. Logitech RS50, PC base, Xbox hub, RS track wheel.
That's your best option.
Yeah.
By a long way.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see